Girls are ruining my life.
We're going live.
Yeah.
Everyone.
It's such a good song.
It really
Who
is,
that
though.
by?
Of course.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome to another Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens Up, episode 21, Ramen Phone Home. Obviously, an ET reference. And as you can see, the setup is a little different. Hopefully, we sound good. Hopefully we sound a little better than we did with the Blue Yetis. And again, setups like these, equipments like these, upgrades like these are only thankful, are only, it threw me off there, are only possible because of you guys, and we are all very thankful for that. So thank you for your amazing support of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! And all of us as individuals and as human beings. You guys are all amazing. We are going to talk everything you need to know about Ramen Girl versus Ramen Boy, Sorako versus Menzaburo. We have a loaded stream. We are also going to preview the 22nd episode, next week's episode, between Rook and Aria. I'm going to give you an update on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens Pick'em standings a little later on. One of us is actually tied for first place overall, not just amongst us. I'll give you a little hint at who that is, and we'll go into details on that later.
Just point them out. It's fine.
Yeah, just point them out. And we will be discussing episode 23. We know there is a new mechanic coming in episode 23. We don't know what that new mechanic is, but we will discuss. We will go over some things we want to see. And the summary for 23 also came out a little not too long ago, so we are going to go over that. But before we get into the thoughts on episode 21, which was Menzaburo versus Sorako, I do want to thank everyone who donated on the last Sevens Up streams. You guys are amazing. And big thank you to Jack Knight 21, Sean Gilbride, Ice Aiden, Nicholas Horton, Otis Cunningham, Sonia, D Flood, 10th Emperor, XZ's Lever 104, and Church of Flapple. Thank you guys. You guys are all amazing. Two ways to donate, the link down below or the typical super chat way. The link does give me a little bit more of a percentage because YouTube does not get to take 40% from it. So if you choose to support me, either way works, but I always like to just kind of highlight the different ways to do so. And of course, this is a free stream. Never feel any pressure to do so. I am joined by Kate, Cal, Nick T, Pete. Full house today. How you guys doing?
Yeah, great.
Doing good.
I'm doing really well. Beep boop.
Good.
Beep boop.
He's gonna. I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, no, I'm actually already getting annoyed. So, I guess I want to begin. Well, actually, which one of you guys wants to start? Which one of you guys wants to throw your hat into the ring? I'm not going to start.
Okay.
Okay.
Cal threw us. Yeah, I thought it was gonna hit the
I thought you were
$600
gonna throw
camera.
it. Yeah, like come on.
Caliber, your thoughts on the
Weird
episode?
flex.
It's not my flex.
I'm very thoroughly, happily surprised
Okay.
Yeah.
that I really enjoyed this episode. Because I did not expect to really enjoy this episode. I kind of went into it and I was like, it's Ramen Guy versus Ramen Girl. How can they make this like a very interesting, not meme-filled episode? And it was like awesome. The back and forth in the duel was probably the best we've seen so far. Like everything was like, spell, trap, like back and forth, all in one turn. I think when we were watching it at one point, we were like trying to figure out whose turn it actually was because it was literally back and forth. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite, but it's up there in terms of like, my favorite episodes, favorite duels so far. But I did really enjoy it. It was good, and I was a little surprised that she was actually an alien, or at least turns out to be one. I'm not really sure, but beep boop.
So
Beep boop.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm excited to hear from Kate and the man at the end and Nick T, of course. Pete, I don't know why.
Why did you? You could have referred to him by name.
Beep boop.
I just think it's maybe telling.
No, I don't know why I did that. No,
No, don't go.
No. I apologize. I meant to say the men at the end, and then I said man, which is singular, and I didn't want Nick T to feel left out. But in a way, I made you feel left out, and I apologize. But I want to kind of give my thoughts on
It's an insight into my life.
the episode. I really liked the episode, and I think what this episode did really well was it kind of made you think that Sorako was going to end up being a human playing the role as an alien, because there was even a line from Roman. Everything okay?
They're saying that the donation sound is a little loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think when Galaxy Eyes said volume, please, I thought he was talking about us being low, but
Like
I think
about
it's,
my mic or
Oh.
your
yeah,
mic
but
or-
it seems like it's
Yeah.
the donation sound that's actually mega loud.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
Well-
payback for all the times.
It is, honestly.
Scares the fuck out of me.
you
Does everybody's mic sound good to you guys?
Yeah,
I
are
mean,
we at
Yeah.
appropriate
tested
volume?
Okay,
it,
the
but-
donate sound should be lower now. I lowered the volume, so it should be much lower.
Good.
If it's not, let me know, and I'll just have to mute it. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me know if the donation sound just scared you again, because another one came in. To everyone who's donated so far, seriously, guys, thank you so much.
beep boop.
Let me know if the sound is better. Let me know. I'm just waiting here because there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, there's a slight delay.
That's okay. Well, that's okay. I don't know why YouTube all of a sudden is back on
well,
that
you still
like,
get to see the
30-second delay, but
Is it better?
Beep boop.
Anyway, the episode really made you think that Soraka was going to be a human playing the role as an alien.
Yes.
There was even a point of dialogue where Roman, I believe it was, stated that, well, she's doing really well for an alien, with
Yes.
quotations.
Yeah.
And the first time I was watching, I was like, oh, I guess she's not actually going to be an alien, and that just kind of foreshadowed that. And then at the end of the episode, you figure like, all right, well, is it still loud?
No, apparently I'm just loud.
Okay, all right.
Well, it's Nick T gets excited.
I do get excited.
Yeah, it's good to get excited. We're still messing with this setup, so let us know.
Which is weird though, because all the mics are the same and they're all set to the same.
Danger.
I think
It's
I'm
the
just
bad
being
show.
louder.
Yeah, which is weird because I feel like I project my voice pretty
You do,
loud.
you do,
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, that was a pretty cool twist at the end. And I love the reference. I think a few people might have missed the reference, but the Ra Nebula, Winged Dragon of Ra, and then the spaceship that takes Soraka away is a very, yellow. I don't know, it looked kind of like the Winged Dragon, like a spaceship version of the Winged Dragon of Ra. So that was interesting. I will say this. I'm going to have more thoughts on the episode, way more in detail on my episode review, which I have yet to do. I do plan to do one. Hopefully will be out tomorrow or on Friday. But something that I believe, and this is what Sevens has done really well up until this point, they have brought back older characters. They make everyone relevant that we meet. It would not shock me if this alien culture, if Sevens eventually goes into space, it would not shock me if this alien culture is either evil
Beep boop.
and tries to take over Goha City in the world, or is either maybe going to be an ally to them when they do face certain extraterrestrial beings. But it would not shock. I feel like the seeds have been planted now for a group to come into the picture that we already are familiar with if the show does go indeed down the road of aliens.
Yes.
Beep boop.
And so it's it's going to be really interesting. But yeah, the duel I thought was really good. The end of the duel I thought was really, really awesome. The back and forth was great. The traps and the spells, the dueling action was enjoyable. The dynamic between Menzaburo and Sorako was hit me a lot harder than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of have I think hints of maybe a crush at the very least. I don't know if I'd say full-blown romantic feelings, but
Oh,
definitely
he was simping.
definitely to the point where they cared for each other. And I think that was pretty mutual, actually. I think
Yep.
their mutual respect of Ramen is what led them to kind of crush on each other, which is hilarious. Rook was also amazing in this episode. He's just such an idiot. I feel like he gets dumber as the
Yeah,
episodes
I
go on.
completely
Did
agree
I
with
mention this last? Yeah, I think I did mention it last stream.
What'd you say?
How I feel like they're kind of like dumbing him down.
Yeah. I feel like he's getting dumber as the show
Yes,
is going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a good thing.
It's not necessarily a good thing.
And
I
also,
enjoy it, but it's not necessarily.
also Gakuto even points out like when he says something and he's like, "Oh,
surprisingly insightful.
yeah." He
or
goes,
so-
"Oh, Rook said something surprisingly insightful."
Yeah.
And like completely like derogatory towards him, like in
Well,
He
every
was so
way.
condescending.
Well, he's the idiot of the group.
yes.
He
Yeah.
is.
That's what he
And I
Yeah.
feel like most groups have one of them.
I know how he feels.
Wow.
Who-
We weren't even saying names.
I mean, he was looking at me. I was waiting
He
for
was
it.
looking right at me.
At least he remembered your name.
Oh.
That's a good point.
That seems to be a thing with him because he forgot my
Bow.
name too.
Hashtag man at the end.
Nick,
All right.
Nick T, what are your thoughts on the
I'm
episode?
too quiet, bruh.
Yeah, just keep
I'm
it
sure
normal.
got-
You were
keep it
fine.
normal.
Just
Maybe
keep
I
it
was
normal.
yelling
Yeah.
before.
You're fine.
Okay.
Watch it scream.
So honestly, I would say it's probably, and maybe I'm a little biased because the first ramen episode was one of my favorite episodes.
Love your ramen.
I do love my ramen.
Yeah.
I would say it's a top 5 episode for me, maybe even top 3. I think it felt like an acid trip. Yes, it was psychotic, but it was so funny and enjoyable, and like at every turn, it seemed like there was something just like comical, but like also like charming. I think that's this episode. It was funny, but it had like a charm to it that some of the other comedic episodes fell like flat. I think Pete had mentioned it while we were watching the episode. It's like a lot of the times, even some of the comedy episodes, like why should I care at all? Like, and like that's why we hate Schrodinger. But, like we actually got like valuable like attachment to these characters in this episode, which is not very common for like throwaway characters.
Right. Right.
The duel was one of my favorites of the show. It's like it had that Rush Duels as it stands is very fast paced, which is why I enjoy it. I spoke about that a couple weeks ago about like I honestly prefer it to some of the Master Duels.
Yeah.
But this one even had that quick back and forth. Like Cal said, I didn't even know whose turn it was at some point, but like I loved that. Like the energy was so high. It was just great. And then the episode, and as each episode like of the past maybe 10 has served to do, is further my love for Yuga.
Yeah.
Just the one quick one-liners he says, how ahead of the curve he is. Like he's like steps ahead of every character in the show, where everyone thinks it's going one way. Like even when they're mostly on the same page, other than like Rook, for whatever reason, because we know Rook has been sort of an idiot lately.
Right, yeah, he is.
Like you said, when Roman even like, oh no, it's revealed that she's an alien the whole time, and then everyone's like, wait, she's actually an alien. And Yuga, all he says is, well, sometimes that's how it works out.
Probably my favorite quote from maybe the show so far.
Me
And
too.
so,
Well,
but he's been dropping
that's how it is
lines like that
sometimes.
the whole time.
And I just love also, you can just tell, like you go to some friend groups and like you can tell who the punching bag of the group is.
Sure.
You can tell who like the walking mat of the group is, and like the friends don't really respect that person. The amount of respect that Yuga has
For Rook.
Not for Rook. The amount of respect. I'm sorry, I actually worded that wrong. The amount of respect that Yuga garnishes. What's the word?
Yeah, garnishes. Definitely garnishes the plate. Definitely that.
I'm curious as to what you're...
The amount of respect that Yuga garners
Yes.
Yes, that
from
works.
Rook, Roman, and Gakuto. You can tell it just by that line. They're all stunned, as we all would be,
Yeah.
that they just saw an alien spaceship come down
Yeah.
and take this girl and then leave.
Yeah.
They're all shocked, and Yuga, all he has to say is, well, sometimes that's how it is. Let's get back to focusing on the Garden of Providence. And they're all like,
they're like, okay.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
all fine.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
and it's like basically just whatever Yuga says goes because he's deserved that respect.
He has, and like, I think it only adds to my
Earned.
sort of him being the head of the curve, where like, even us as the viewer, the episode led us pretty much the whole time with like clues that she wasn't actually an alien. She was glitching like what could have been a robot.
Yeah.
There were so many things like that, like and even Roman didn't think she was an alien, and then all of a sudden, whoop, she actually is.
Yeah.
And Yuga's like, I kind of had a feeling, I guess.
Yeah. Not even that he had a feeling,
Feeling, but
just
it's
like
like
whatever
he just
happens
rolls with
happens.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And Yuga, he might be my favorite character, honestly.
Yes.
He's been great, and it's been pretty amazing that like he has not had a dueling episode in a while.
Yeah.
I feel like he dueled who was his last duel? It was against Makaro. He's dueled once this arc.
Yes.
Against the
He's
fish guy.
Yeah, the fish guy.
The freaky fish guy. That was in episode 15.
Didn't he duel against Sebastian?
He dueled Sebastian as well.
Yeah,
I
the
apologize.
which is
chair.
another
So-
phenomenal episode.
Yeah,
He's
so
the
I
wise
do apologize. But he's dueling every like 4 episodes, right? Because I was 15. I think Sebastian was 18, so that's 3 episodes. And he's not dueling in 22. He'll probably duel in 23. But and we'll get into the summaries for those episodes a little later on. But yeah, Yuga his stock has just shot up this season, or this arc, I should say. Pete, your thoughts on the episode?
Who?
the man.
Man at the end.
Oh,
Man at
okay.
the end.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more really to say. You guys have kind of covered it. Yeah, I like Yuga's just kind of go with the flow kind of attitude. Like literally, I feel like there's nothing that can affect this man at this point. He's seen a talking chair. He's seen aliens. I mean, anything can happen to him, and he's just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll just go with it.
Yeah, why not?
And I love that. And I think many episodes ago I said like kind of Rook was my favorite character. I think it's fastly become Yuga. I mean,
Wow.
and it's not often I get to say that in many shows, not just Yugioh, where the protagonist is actually my favorite. Usually I fall more in love with like some of the side characters. I just think they bring out the most emotion, and sometimes they affect the main protagonist in the most positive ways.
Right.
Right now, I just feel like by and far he's the smartest, he's the strongest. Like, I know Rook has the win against him, I get that, but if you gave me a duel of like, hey, your life's on the line, I would trust Yugioh more than Rook to kind of carry it out. So
Yeah.
I just love him as a character.
Yeah. Well, another thing that was great in this episode, another moment that I loved, is when Menzaburo has his heart torn on whether he wants to should throw the duel so he can explore the universe for Ramen, or whether he should win the duel because he doesn't want people to take the penalty. And Yugioh is just like, you got to do what you want to do in your heart. You got to create your own path. And if you want to throw the duel, Roman's like, you're not afraid of the penalty, and Yugioh's like, oh, that's really insignificant. Yeah. Like, Yugioh really is not taking this situation that Neil has put him and his friends in as life or death.
No.
Yeah. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
But
You're
like
good.
that's so his character. Right?
Exactly.
I mean, before we started this arc, think about what he said to Roa when they were on stage, right? Like he was like, "Hey, like you have a right to feel like that you've kind of been you've kind of been slighted by that situation because he was also in the crowd and he could have just as easily have been chosen by Hologram Men, and he wasn't. And he spoke to Roa when everyone else was kind of not on his side, beside his bandmates, and was like, no, like, you have just as much of a shot at becoming the King of Duels as I do. And so I like that he's about, like, nothing's handed to you, and you can't be influenced by anyone else around you. You have to do what's best for you. I think that's a really awesome, strong point of his character.
Definitely agree. Thoughts on the episode overall?
Yeah, it was good. I had fun. That was probably in my top 3 duels of the show. It was very entertaining, and I said to you guys when I was watching it, like, where last week I really didn't feel like the emotional connection to, like, Mimi and her son. I felt it more here with, Ramen Kid. Like, Mezaburo is not really a huge character in the show.
No.
And we just got introduced to this alien, and I felt more of a connection between them and kind of the emotions they were having back and forth than I did last week. So I guess that's just like kind of the writing of how it worked out, that it just kind of spoke more to me. But yeah, enjoyed it a lot, and yeah, I mean, I'm not really looking forward to the next episode, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, we definitely are going to get into that. Next week is probably, since the show has started, or since this arc has started, that's definitely a more accurate statement. This is the summary that I'm probably looking the least forward to, episode 22. And we'll get into that. And who knows, maybe it'll be a really good episode, but to me, it just kind of feels like they're buying time.
Yeah.
Which is weird because the arc is ending in episode 26.
Well, that doesn't mean necessarily that this whole Neil plot has to be wrapped up
by
but
then, right?
I see a lot of people writing Nail. Did we confirm that it was Neil or Nail?
So Entame Subs translates it as Neil. Some other people refer to him as Nail and say that it's not Neil, but it's rather
So we could
Nail.
go either way.
You can go
Doesn't
either
matter.
way. It's like Rook and Luke.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
You know what's one thing that still kind of amazes me with Rook?
What?
He's the only one that's undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
That's
they're
true.
making him worse and worse in terms of, like, intelligence as a character as the episodes go on. But how is he still the one that holds that I'm the one unbeaten duelist out of everyone when he literally just seems dumb? No, like, I'm not kidding, though. Like, the way they're making him seem like he came off as this, like, cool, like, hot shot. He's a year older than everybody. He's, like, the best duelist. And now it's like, okay, he had a couple duels that he won, but it's like the air has gone into his head. Like, he just doesn't think anymore.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me because, like, when we were talking about, like, remember, I don't know how many streams ago it was, though. Like, we were talking about, well, who would you think would be the #1 duelist? Because technically, like, we all were like, oh, well,
I'd
it would
still
be
give it to
Yugioh.
Rook.
But
I'd
Rook,
still give it to
but
Rook.
like, then you look at Rook now and you're like, how is that the guy?
Yeah, but I feel like this has always been Rook. It's just more in the spotlight and more amplified now. I feel like even in the earlier episodes, if you go back, Rook was always this goofy buffoon of a character.
Even when he won the duel against Yugioh, he was kind of like a goofball.
Yeah,
about it.
even after he won the duel, he's convinced that Yugioh threw it.
Yeah.
And Roman and Gakuto were like, I actually don't think that Yugioh threw that duel. And Yugioh was
like,
even
just
like
joking about
nervously
it, like, he was
laughing.
hanging on him,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. Like, so Rook's always been like this. It's just kind of more spotlighted
It is
now.
more spotlighted.
Yeah. As for Another character in the main crew that I want to touch on, that I know a lot of people have touched on, is Gakuto.
Yes.
Gakuto, in terms of dueling, has kind of been forgotten about entirely. And I know there's a lot of Gakuto fans out there, and I want to be the voice of reason for all of you. And I am going to guarantee that Gakuto is going to duel in the year 2021. So I want to put you guys at ease. Nothing, nothing to worry about there. Nick T, your thoughts on how Gakuto has been handled this arc?
As much as I love him, and I do love him,
I love him too.
I think appropriately, to be honest. Does he need a duel? Yes, but I don't think he's been like mishandled this arc. I think we got signs of it the entire time. Yes, he got a duel it was a fine duel. It was fun, but I think we've been getting signs probably the entire show that this is the type of character he was going to be. He was going to be the empathetic, insightful sort of side character. You know, he's with the crew the whole time.
The Goombario of the group, where you hit X and he gives you a little excerpt about the area.
I like the
you're
1,000-Year Door reference.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's
oh,
it.
not Goombario is the first one. Goombella's
Goombella's the
1,000-Year
same,
Door,
right.
excuse me, yes. But yeah, he sort of gives you that info that you need when you need it. And I like that. I think that's fine for him. I don't think every character needs to have not only a duel but like a winning streak. It's not you know.
It's not everything.
It's not reality.
Right. Well, that's the other thing.
You know, it's everyone on the team is going to be a phenomenal duelist, and that like no series has had that.
No.
Yeah. No series will have that.
Well, no series will have that.
Yeah.
I think he's fit. Like I would like to see him duel more, sure, but I think he's fitting his place just fine.
So it does not bother you that Gakuto is still winless, and characters like Yugioh and Menzaburo and Aria. Well, now Menzaburo and Yugioh. Let me split my thought there. Have wins before him, and Aria
Is getting a second.
the
duel.
dishwasher is getting the same amount of duels as him through 22 episodes.
That does bother me, but I don't think that's a testament as to how they're handling him. It's more of a testament as to which characters they are giving the spotlight, and I don't necessarily agree with that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Like if those were different characters and not the ones that we shouldn't care about, then it'd be fine. Then I'd say Gakuto is handled fine. But if Yugioh gets another chance and Aria gets another chance, then Gakuto needs one.
I got to be completely honest with you. I am absolutely stunned that Gakuto still does not have a win. All kidding aside, and you know I like to tease, I'm stunned that Gakuto does not. They did not give
Agreed.
Gakuto a win yet.
Just one.
Because he just won.
Just one.
I mean, he could have dueled the dishwasher guy. I mean, I thought it was a good win for Roman. He could have dueled Schrodinger. Yeah, I'm very surprised, and I'm starting to get nervous that they're waiting with Gakuto, and all of a sudden you're going to get like an episode 24-25 duel where Gakuto is going up against like Neil.
And gonna lose.
Yeah, and definitely going to lose.
Gonna
That's
get
what
obliterated. Like his new ace is going to debut, and it's still not going to matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting nervous for. This next duel could have been Gakuto, but there's ties already between Rook and Aria, and that's why it's going to be the whole angel versus devil thing because of Rook's devil power.
Right.
And you see that symbolism in the preview, but we'll get more into the preview and our
that's
picks.
Like not necessary.
It's not necessary, and I already said this is probably the least like excited I am, and that's okay. Not every, and maybe it'll be a good episode. I mean, I'll probably enjoy some parts of it.
I haven't hated an episode.
No, me neither.
One thing just about Gakuto.
Yeah, your thoughts.
No, not even that. When you said, so how do you think Gakuto was handled? Everyone in chat's just writing, who's that? Who's Gakuto?
Oh,
Gaku
come on.
Oh boy.
He's the forgotten son in the group right now.
Pete, do you have any issue with it, or is it all right?
It's okay for me. I mean, sure. Do I think even if he doesn't have a win, should he have more duels than he does to this point? At least one more? Yeah. And I think you could have gave him an easy win against like Schrodinger's cat or something like that. But we're only, 21 episodes into the show? Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, we're going to get there, and he's, as Nick T put it eloquently, like, it's just, he's not that character. Like, he's going to get a win at some point in the show, but he's not the guy that I'm like, oh, man, like, he's one of our, like, our finishers. Like, he's going to wrap this up here against Neil. Like, no, he's meant to be kind of the guy that cheers everyone on, and he gives us the intelligent insight, and that's what Gakuto is meant to do. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's how they've shaped him up.
I will say, if anyone made a bet that Yugioh or Menzaburo was going to get a win before Gakuto, I probably would have bet up to like $50.
How much would you have put on Kaizo getting a win before him?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a
You can't-
weird.
Yeah, we didn't see the duel.
And
Like,
also
well-
the duel never really ended. They were dueling when Kaizo got absorbed by Neil. They were in the middle of that duel. And then the purple
he
aura.
won, but do we know like
Well, he won, but that was the fake Kaizo that said he won.
exactly? Yeah.
Yeah.
They could've
So
ended
that was
the
kind of a
duel
no
because of-
result.
yeah.
Well, they showed mid-duel Kaizo versus the three heads, and then Neil's program came in and absorbed him.
Right, even during
Yeah.
yeah.
So Kaizo didn't really win.
Just like Lightning didn't really win.
Well, no,
Lightning
hold on.
did
Well,
win.
Lightning did win, but we're not going to get started on that. There's, we'll do a whole podcast on that.
Kate,
Kate,
your thoughts?
yeah, I want to bring you in on this. Your thoughts on the episode?
That's okay. Everyone said everything.
Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we all enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, what about Mimi? Want to talk about Mimi?
Advisor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Advisor M.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Mimi wasn't in this episode.
Kind of weird to me.
Yes.
And I'll say why it was weird. Mimi knew absolutely nothing about Neil or the Garden of Providence. And now all of a sudden, without any context, Mimi knows seemingly a lot about what to do next. And is clearly this is how she's assisting the group, right? She's going to stay incognito. And even though it's not incognito, everyone knows.
Yuga knew
Except-
immediately.
Yuga knew
Rook.
immediately.
Rook doesn't know.
Rook doesn't know.
And
but
actually, Mezaburo didn't know either. But to be fair,
He
he
doesn't know
doesn't.
who
He
she
doesn't
is.
have the context that
he doesn't
Rook
have
does.
the context.
Yeah.
So
It was funny when he
Menzaburo
lined
gets
up.
a pass.
He definitely gets a pass.
Yeah, Mezaburo
Yeah, he
gets
gets
a
an
pass.
absolute pass.
Yeah, so it was a little weird to me that all of a sudden, and maybe Mimi got briefed, but why would why would Goha brief Mimi,
And then she immediately goes to
or why would they even brief her after learning about her truly being on Yuga's
That's a good
team?
point.
Unless maybe they just never learned about it because Neil keeps that separate.
Right.
Still a lot of questions about what's happening at Goha behind the scenes, and I guess you can just chalk it up to her getting briefed or finding more information about it. But at the start of this arc, right, this arc, you can say, when the doors opened up after they beat Aria at the end of 16, Mimi had no idea what was going on.
Right.
In 17, she had no idea who Neil was. Heard rumors, but had no idea.
And now
now
knows
all of a
about the
sudden
gates
she's
of
talking about the
Providence.
gate to Providence as if she's all intelligent on the matter. And that was just kind of weird.
I do want to say one thing, not necessarily that they're doing this, but like I think it's very possible that Goha knows and is briefing her for the very reason of informing our gang where to go for some kind of purpose.
That could be true.
It's like, hey, like we're gonna tell you this, and let her believe that they don't know, but they'll tell her the information, knowing she's gonna go back to the group, leading them exactly where they want the group to go.
And that would make a lot of sense if Mr. Goha is Otis.
It absolutely would. It absolutely would.
It would be awesome. It's just not gonna happen.
We'll see. I'm just every day we move
It was just
along.
like it was just weird for me. Advisor M, that's clearly Mimi. Just is there a possibility that she's not getting briefed and that she's so desperate to insert herself into the situation to stay relevant after Neil has basically thrown her out and cast her to the side? Like in my mind, she's a part of Goha, but for Neil's purposes here, she's not a part of Goha, right? She's part of Team Yuga.
Right.
And so is she so desperate trying to stay to the situation and maybe earn that promotion that she's just here and Neil's just kind of letting her be there, but like she's really not a part of like what he's doing. She's basically an overpaid tour guide. That's her job.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I will never doubt her work ethic.
Oh no.
Especially after last week's episode. And so for her to do extensive research to just get involved any which way, that would not shock me at all. That doesn't sound out of character for her or weird by any means. It's not
It
a
just
bad
doesn't make
theory.
sense to me for Neil then to like right after last episode what happened and everyone got strikes that she's immediately working for him again. And then it was weird too, like she introduces them, then disappears, and we never hear or see her the entire rest of the episode. Like she does some like athletic stretches in the form of an M and then just disappear. Like it was really odd.
I think going forward, it's going to be a gag where she shows up at the beginning of every episode to give them a little piece of information.
Yes.
Because she said, that's all for today's information.
Yeah.
And then, cartwheeled
Yeah,
and
it's
ran
100%
out of
be a
here.
gag,
So it's going to be like a Team Rocket gag for a little bit where they just show up in every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very Team Rocket like. That's
Yeah.
actually a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, except it was like a helpful aid
Yeah.
instead of trying to beat Pikachu and get killed.
Yeah. It's like that. The the Navi you get like in a video game that just like appears every now and then. It's like, hey, here's this thing.
Yeah.
The Microsoft Word.
She's the paperclip.
Paperclip.
I was literally gonna say
Yeah.
that.
And you're like,
She's a
okay,
paperclip.
Like we probably could have figured this out by ourselves. So go away.
Honestly, people like below our age might not even know
They'll
Yeah,
have
do
no
they know
idea.
Word
that-
paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're too old.
Oh,
We've reached
God.
that point.
Because
dude.
we were like the end of the paperclip.
Yeah.
I want you to know
We
that
saw the death of the paper.
that one day we're gonna get a comment from someone that's gonna read. Been watching you guys for a little
Yeah.
bit. Vrain's got me into Yu-Gi-Oh, or Sevens was my first Yu-Gi-Oh show,
Man.
and we're gonna feel old as
Dude.
hell.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
I feel old when people tell me that Zexel was.
Oh,
their
see,
first
I thought it
Yu-Gi-Oh.
was gonna be worse. I thought one day we're on Yu-Gi-Oh 9 or something, hopefully, and someone just
9.
comments and goes, "Man, I never thought I'd watch a show of 5-30-year-olds talking about Yu-Gi-Oh," and that's where we're gonna go. Yikes! Like, that's the moment.
I remember there was one time that one of my friends was watching Vrain's. My friend, someone in the community, and he said to me, he was like, "Yeah, hearing that Caliber is an accountant made me feel a lot better about watching Vrain's because it makes me, realize that like other people that are working like professional lives still can
Sure,
enjoy
of
the show."
course.
So
I'm
watch
glad I can
anything, man.
inspire.
yeah, you inspire a lot of people. I've this guy.
Dylan's a little off the rocker
This
today.
guy. I like that.
And again, we are going to get into the I don't know why I said it like that. The Pick'em standings. If you want to participate in the Pick'em, please do. Rook versus Aria. There is a 12-way tie for first place now. No one is
Wow.
perfect.
Aw.
Figured no one would be perfect.
Putting me at
Still sad though.
It is sad, but I figured no one would be perfect. Because think about like Vrain's. Like I thought about Vrain's and I was like, there was one duel that everyone would have missed. Blood Shepherd, Soul Burner.
Right.
There is no way you could have
Yeah.
predicted that to be a draw, no result.
Yeah.
No way.
Although it didn't. Was that the one that looked like Blood Shepherd was about to win and then
No,
it cut
Soul
short?
Burner.
Soul
Or was it
Burner was
Burner?
attacking. Blood Shepherd had 2 face downs, and then Emma ended the duel.
yeah.
And
So we don't. Yeah. We
right,
Don't know.
Blood Shepherd claims that his face downs would have allowed him
Right.
to
And then
win.
Emma came in at the end and it looked
And
like
Blood
he killed
Shepherd,
her, but then he
didn't kill
didn't. And we didn't get back to that for like 15 episodes.
Yeah, Vrain's is
It's like, okay.
yeah. So like having a perfect bracket's impossible, but and it really does suck because again, whoever comes in first is going to win a PS5 or an Xbox One X from me, from the channel. Massive giveaway. The only reason I can do that kind of giveaway is because of the generosity that you guys show me and the channel on a daily basis. And I really do feel bad because if every duel had Yugioh in it, if every duel had Yugioh in it, we would listen to Caliber, talk about the duel for 3 minutes. He would make his pick, and then we would just pick the opposite. And if we did that for 180 episodes, you would all be 180-0. You would all be walking out with PS5s and Xbox One X's. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Yep.
0-2 on Yugioh duels. Picked Yugioh when he dueled Rook, and then picked against Yugioh when he dueled Mimi. I've never seen anything like it. Nick, to your thoughts.
Beep boop. I don't even know what to say about that one actually.
Is this water bottle obnoxious?
Yes, it's so
It's
obnoxious.
I
literally
honestly, I honestly love it.
ridiculous.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great.
It's comical.
You're hydrating, but it's so like
Where'd
I
you
look
get
over.
that?
Amazon.com.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You really
.com
needed
or
it
.net?
that big?
Hold on, this is going to be a huge aside, but I've found that I really take enjoyment in when I'm talking about like a business or something online. I love saying the .com part.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I found it on like Twitter.com. I think that's the funniest shit. I think it's hysterical.
You're an odd
People,
man.
well, people think like you automatically sound like you're like 50
yeah,
because you're like, yeah, I was on Facebook.com and I saw it.
exactly. It's
Oh,
it's
it gives me the bad chill. It really does.
yeah, like you bought it on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
I went to
Well,
Google.com and looked it up.
How, out of curiosity, how much water can you hold in there?
128 ounces.
Holy
Damn. So
It's
when
a-
you,
it's
2 gallons
gallon.
of it's a gallon. It's a gallon.
Yeah, it's a gallon.
Wait,
it's a
that's
gallon
not-
water bottle.
That's not 2 gallons.
dude, that's
128
not.
ounces.
Yeah,
No, you fill it up.
half gallon.
Yeah, and then when we hit the hydrate thing, like during a 24-hour stream, you're gonna go through like 3. That's
no,
not healthy.
I fill it up in the morning, and literally, I get through it,
2 liters.
and it's 128 ounces.
Are you supposed to drink
Yeah.
that much water?
You were,
in a
you were
day?
supposed
Yes,
to
you
drink
are.
about 120 ounces a day.
So I'm not doing it.
I wasn't
I've-
until
I've-
this.
It's about 8 water bottles a day.
Yeah, I got to get better apparently.
This water, this
not good.
changed my life. We have a lot for you guys coming up.
He got it yesterday.
Nice.
Thank you,
Good,
Kate,
thank
for
you.
It
the
is
comment.
1
For the-
U.S. gallon.
Yes, 1 U.S. gallon.
Changed his life. Got it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Change
Yeah,
his
no,
life.
thank-
Maybe
thank-
his life has changed
Thank
in
you
the
for the
last day.
transparency, because he's not a very transparent person. So I'm glad we had someone.
I
that-
can always count on you.
Did
You're
Nixie
welcome.
just call me dishonest on my own
Yes,
podcast?
absolutely.
No, he said
I'll
you're
say it.
not
It's very
transparent. Yeah.
So like,
You-
you're not
you
being
fab-
dishonest,
you
you're not being.
I will say you
The most
actively
obvious.
lie to the community
It is
on a
true.
regular
Say
basis.
that.
I'll
Yes.
just
That
say
is
that.
completely untrue. Give me an
3.8
example.
Where's the
meters.
timeline video that you've been promising for 2 years that you
I
give a
haven't-
date and then never
I
happens?
haven't been promising that video.
You
I've-
absolutely pull the receipts. You know it's out
I haven't
there.
been promising
Just
that
check the
video.
Discord
I'm
status.
working very hard on the timeline.
That's his Discord.
That's a
status.
lie
You say
right
that.
there that you just gave to the community.
That's not true. I think about the timeline at least once a week. And that's absolutely true.
Dylan,
Yeah, and how much
Yeah,
you
when
dread
when
doing
when
it.
someone brings it up.
Yeah.
on a
Dylan
stream.
lies
Yeah, it sounds like a
about
good
me.
idea. Sure.
Listen,
Sure.
Listen, my YouTube channel's not doing
It's
well.
dead.
Let's be honest.
This channel's been treading water for a while.
And
Since
now you're
Reigns-
drinking all the water.
Since Reigns was ending.
Yeah.
The timeline theory is not going to save it.
Beep boop.
It could.
We got a loaded stream for you guys. We're going to talk all things episode 22 and all things. What?
We got a load. That sounded like you were like a radio host.
And
doing
all
that.
things episode 23.
I
Up
don't-
next
I don't think
on
I
Talking
like
Yu-Gi-Oh!
this
7's Up. But first,
handheld mic
right.
thing
A
because he's
message.
getting a
I
little,
don't like it at
little
all.
too.
a
Imagine
message
if he
from.
had that.
Now,
setup.
Kate, you think
Maybe
it's
like
bad now?
brings it in
Wait
like he's
till
Joe
if we did a
Rogan.
Friday night like stream if we're playing Fall Guys or something. Think about how obnoxious he's going to be with
I'm
that.
not going to be here.
Before we get into some donations, because
yeah,
you guys
from
are
our
amazing, I do have a message from our sponsors. So big thank you to Geico for sponsoring Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up episode 21. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Consider switching to Geico today. Call a local Geico agent in your area. And yeah, 15%. You guys know the Geico.
You actually have a real sponsor, and you're using Geico as your.
Are you okay? Don't you have an actual sponsor? Not for the stream, no.
Oh, it's not for the. Oh, it's different.
It was for that specific video.
Oh, gotcha.
Into the AM though. They're
Yeah,
good-
no,
they're-
shout out.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, they're
great designs.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Oh.
great designs.
We'll give them. I'll do it for free.
People are going to start thinking we drink before we come
We
on.
really-
this
we
podcast.
really
Some
don't.
of us do.
Well,
You guys don't.
Okay,
I drink before I.
we'll
even
we'll
leave
take
my
some
house.
comments from the great people.
What?
Some donations.
Oh, some comments. Okay.
bow.
Well, that's what.
That's what gets me canceled. Me saying I drink before I leave my house to come here.
That-
He takes an Uber.
I'm joking.
Anyway, first dono. Sean Gilbride donated $11.11.
1111 make a wish,
God.
Sean. That is not a light amount. Seriously, dude. Thank you so much for
thank
the
you.
donation.
And he said, "I'm just here so I won't get fired." No, fined. I'm sorry.
Oh, the
Just
Marshawn
the old
Lynch
Marshawn
reference.
Lynch.
That's
I'm
a,
just
that's
here
a
so I won't
classic,
get
buddy.
fined.
I'm serious, I will get
That's
fined.
nice.
Classic reference. Sean, you will not get fined, even
Yeah.
if you choose not to be
My
here,
wish is not to be on this podcast next week.
or you choose,
Oh well.
or you choose not to donate. Sean, I love you, man. Thank you so much for the very generous donation.
Nicholas Horton donated £5.
Horton,
Euros.
here's a who.
Euros.
Nicholas, thank you so much,
Pounds.
man.
Pounds?
Euros.
It's
Pounds.
Euros.
Pounds.
Pounds?
Pounds. It's pounds.
See, I think it's
I-
pounds.
Remember, I got
never-
roasted by you and Nick T one stream for that.
I know,
So
and
it's
now I
in the
pounds.
UK,
now
One's
I
got the
can't.
flat bottom, the other's got the.
Well, I'm sorry. As a man who's
perfect.
been to England, I expect you to know things like that. So
Yes.
thanks.
Thank
I
you.
feel like
You're
we're
right. Twice,
a little
actually.
hostile
Pounds.
tonight.
I just want to say twice for the record.
Anyway,
Pounds.
$5 said Alien Girl was interesting, especially how she spoke. Beep boop.
Yeah.
He didn't say beep boop. I
Well,
added
yeah, that's how she spoke.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
She's adorable.
yeah, I honestly loved her design, and I think a lot of people sometimes overlook that the lead character designer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is accurate. Is the same woman that designed the characters of Sailor Moon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people
makes sense,
forget that.
actually. The hair.
Makes a lot of
actually-
And I definitely, I thought this design was intricate. The eyes looked great.
Yes.
The overall, it was very unique, and
It
she
it
was, she
like
was
the
pretty-
galaxy, the stars in her eyes.
Yes.
Really
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah,
details.
Yeah.
I
She
like
she had,
that
she had
a
a
lot.
really adorable design.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, now that you say it, I actually do get Sailor Moon vibes from her.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that she was maybe the first character that I got those vibes
Yeah.
from. Yeah. So hopefully we see more of her, Nicholas. But I definitely agree with you. Thank you for the donation, Nicholas. You're the best. You okay?
Yeah, just
no,
continue.
Church of Flapple goes, oh no, the I love her design, Dylan 2020.
Yeah, I figured that the beginning of this episode
Would've
would have
been,
been
yeah.
your favorite.
Sushiko?
Yeah.
No.
You see,
You knew
you see how
exactly.
excited
Sushi
he
wife.
got?
I did not
This-
get excited. I did not call her a sushi wife.
You
You
did.
absolutely
You
did.
did. Pull the
Roll the
receipt.
tapes.
In a general sense.
And I do want to.
In relation to Menzaburo's perspective.
Okay.
Sure.
I did not say
It's
she was
his
my.
sushi
I've
roll.
never
but you
said
know
that
what?
about any sort
In
of
her defense,
fictional character.
I want to point out at the beginning of this episode, Caliber did say she does look much older for her age.
I said she looks like she's older than the other kids.
Yeah.
Is she? How
I
old
don't
is she
know.
supposed to be?
Well,
is she an adult?
She could be 18.
So she's not supposed to be an
She's
adult?
hanging out with like children.
Mimi is.
Yikes.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
No,
Mimi
but she's
Is
undercover.
37.
No, she's probably like.
She's not
12.
undercover
Oh,
anymore.
right. Aesthetically pleasing. I forgot.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
that's
about
And
that.
she has.
Very
I'll
aesthetically
stand by
pleasing.
that. I think she has a really cool design
great
that fits
design.
the theme of her character really well.
Oh.
Right, yeah, that's it.
Your thoughts, Nick D?
I want to point out that my boy, the barbecue guy, came back, even though he.
No, you know what? We're not getting on this again because we're watching the episode. Nick D's like, oh, there he is. There's my guy. Doesn't
Didn't say
remember his
anything.
name.
It's
He's had a
okay.
week to look up the guy's name, and he didn't even do
Why
it
would I look it up?
because you wouldn't because he's irrelevant.
Yeah.
He has no
But he's there.
relevancy. He's there, but don't call him your barbecue
My
guy.
barbecue guy.
First
Even-
of all,
he
it's
looks
not
like he's
barbecue.
30.
It's not barbecue. Why are you saying
Well,
barbecue?
what's his thing?
It's cooking and ramen. There's no way there was any barbecue involved. That's not. Is that
Why not?
barbecuing? Is
No, it was like some weird hybrid.
Sure.
my barbecue?
I
guy.
can't. I don't even know what to look up to find that. To be honest with you.
Barbecue.
What do I even look up?
Listen, the
But,
guy
okay.
is irrelevant.
Yeah.
And I said to Nick T, I will give him $5 if he ever duels.
All right. Does he get another duel before Kakato?
Probably.
He might win a duel before Gakuto
could.
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not
That's
even win. He
right.
might just.
and
duel
again,
before Gak.
Gakuto will duel in 2021, so don't worry about that.
Next.
Next donation.
Jack Knight, 21, donated $5.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Said, what's up, y'all? Not much.
What up?
Hey, how you doing?
Said, Nick, I mastered some more notes on the electric guitar. Also, I hope Neil is going to Winged Beast.
What is that?
Yeah, so Neil is going to play a Winged Beast deck. I
That'd
mean,
be
I could see
sick.
it. I want him to play. I could see him playing like a
Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon, Winged Beast. Yeah, you know what, Jack, you're right. It's going to be a Winged Beast deck. Actually, no, I think Red Eyes Black Dragon's a dragon, not a winged beast.
Yeah,
okay.
no.
But it's
What's the
Dude.
difference?
I'm proud of you though. That's awesome. Like, yeah, I think we talked about it before. That is a steep learning curve, and any bit of progress is a success.
Is a lot of progress.
Yes, exactly. So like, even being able to hit notes better than you did the day before is really good. So keep me updated. I love hearing about it.
Would you recommend Cat Scratch Fever as one of the first songs that he should learn on guitar?
No, don't learn anything by Ted Nugent.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let's not. Good
Yeah,
at
actually,
that.
it's an
Please.
okay song, but
It's pretty overrated. in
yeah,
my
it's
opinion.
overrated. Yeah, the guitar is really good, but the Cat Scratch Fever, the guitar is really good, but just don't do it.
Next.
Jack, thank you so much, man.
I hope the mic picked that
I hope
up.
you have.
I
I hope you're having a great night, and thank
Could
you for
someone
tuning
clip
in.
that?
Thank all of you guys for tuning in. Seriously,
Please, someone clip him saying that.
never seen anything really good.
Pat Karanji donated $2.
Thank you so much, Pat.
Said, Shark came out today. Be sure to get Shark Drake.
Is Shark unlockable? Can someone in the chat
I'm
let me
assuming
know
that's
if
the
Shark
Zexal character,
is
correct?
unlockable in Duel Links? If he is, that's what we're going to stream tomorrow night. If not, I'm going to stream some sort of Yu-Gi-Oh emulator. So let me know, because I know his event started, but is he unlockable yet? Because they sometimes like to say, here's the event. He's unlockable 3 days in. So we'll see. If he's not unlockable yet, I probably won't stream the event. Maybe I will, but I don't know. I think it would be cool to maybe do a different... well, maybe I will, and then on Monday I'll do an emulation of some sort. Maybe that's the move.
What happened to Clone Hero?
I'm waiting for the Miniscape to get charted. Roa's song. That's the next
hell
one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is awesome.
I'm missing some Clone
Till
Hero.
October
Dun, dun,
30th.
So, Friday.
So I miss it by a day.
Next week.
I might still stream it. Yeah, maybe.
We got something good coming up on Friday.
Friday, yes, I will
Yeah, mischief
say
day.
this to all 128 of you for watching.
TP
Thank
in your
you.
house.
Friday night, 10 p.m., the
Business
second
chance.
annual pumpkin carving contest is taking place. Do not miss it. We plan to start at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We just got to find some pumpkins. We got to find some carving knives. And we got to find
We should have them.
some Halloween spirit. Hope to see you there Friday night, October 30th.
I'm bringing cupcakes.
No way. Thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make sure.
Did I sound like Roa?
No.
This is my
Did you
life.
know what I was
Kate.
singing?
All the
No.
time.
But now you
No,
know what I was
listen,
singing.
Now I do
like
know.
I don't.
There's some days that I feel bad that I brought you into this because of him. There are some days like that where I go, why did I do this to her? Why? Am I a good friend?
I've said it
that
my
I
whole
did
life.
this?
I've said it my whole life. You guys have basically dated me for like 15 years.
Yeah, and that's why I should have known better.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
What, you okay?
No, this is. I need to address this.
We've enjoyed
Well,
every second.
I gotta
of it.
respond to this.
Yeah. OS
Thank you.
Barb.
Yeah,
I've never
Oz.
seen a pumpkin in my life.
What in real
Like,
life?
You mean in person or it's like online? You've seen a pumpkin like on
Yeah,
the
I mean
computer
you've
on
seen
TV.
Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But you just mean not in person?
He means in real life.
I just need that question to be.
I've never seen a kumquat in real life. I don't even think those are real things.
They're gourds, I think. No, they're not. They're like zucchinis, aren't they?
Yeah, they are like zucchinis.
Oh.
I've seen a kumquat.
You ever watched the horror movie Pumpkinhead?
Maybe,
No.
actually, yes, I
It's
think.
a super cheesy 80s horror movie. Hilarious.
We should watch that.
You should
Friday
totally
night.
watch
Let's
it.
do it.
Maybe we
Friday
will.
night.
Maybe
Oh,
we
in
will.
person. Okay.
Friday
All right. See, that's fair.
night,
I guess.
walking
Yeah.
down the
Well,
street.
listen,
Even
you don't go to
then.
pumpkin patches.
Even then, I feel like people decorate their houses with pumpkins. Like if you just walk by a
And-
house in October.
And you know what happens at pumpkin patches. You
What?
pick pumpkins.
I
And
sure
you,
do.
I thought you were going to mean what unfortunately happens like normally with trick-or-treaters. Because normally when you have pumpkins on like your porch, usually
smash 'em?
they come around, they smash them,
Yeah.
and ruin your pumpkin.
Or
like
their-
your parents throw them out.
Yeah, your parents throw them out because
Yeah.
they think it's like
they think
anthrax
it's like
or
a
something.
serious issue.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Very
Not the
dangerous.
pumpkin on- yeah.
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 Or your neighbor takes the pumpkin and throws it through your bedroom window and then breaks into your bedroom and starts beating you senselessly.
Oh, yeah, that happened to you in 04, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mm,
when I was
next.
10 years old.
Oh,
Next.
that describes the trauma. I understand that.
Next
No,
dono.
no, it makes sense.
Now it all makes sense.
And we're just gonna keep going.
Off the rails.
Nicholas Horton donated 5 pounds. Pounds?
Thank you
Oh,
so
yes.
much,
Pounds.
Nicholas. He's from UK, yes.
I can't keep my head
Pounds.
straight. He said, beep, boop, boop, beep. Sirocco seemed more like a monster card type character.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
She absolutely did. Nicholas, first and foremost, thank you for another donation, man. I seriously appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope you're having a great night. I know it's very late where you are. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Nick. I got to be honest. She is a character, a one-off character that, well, one-off at the moment. I think that'll change. Probably one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorite introductory dueling episodes and characters that we've gotten. I really
will
liked
agree.
her because I felt like even though she was dueling on behalf of Neil, there was this sense of innocence and curiosity about Earth and about Menzaburo. And even when Yuga has that moment, she's like, wow, I didn't think there was someone this ambitious. Like, I didn't really sense any, like, evil malice within her.
No.
And that's something that I really liked. Another thing that I loved in this episode that I don't think we touched on is the piano musical score.
Oh my
Yeah,
There
God.
were 2 different scenes where the piano musical score that I think it was making its debut in this episode, correct me if I'm wrong, was phenomenal, and it added so much extra emotion into the scene, into a scene that frankly might not have been emotional otherwise.
Right.
Just that music was so great.
That's the beauty of scoring. You know, like it
Yeah.
just really it adds emotion to where there might not be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And
Music is
I
powerful.
also like that she didn't have like incredible loyalty, obviously, to Neil as well,
Right.
because she just leaves, like is bye, and that could be a setup to some future storylines. I think that'd be cool if they did that.
They've been very good at tying everything in.
Yeah,
And Door to a New World, maybe that new world is the Ra Nebula.
we're going to an
Yeah, Ron
alien
Nebula.
planet.
Manman, right? That's the planet Mamen.
Imagine
Could be.
Mezaburo becomes a more important character than Gakuto.
Yeah.
I could say it. He's already got a better dueling record.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly though.
Bow.
Yeah. No lie there.
He was the first character outside of the main 4 that got a bio specifically for him in one of the very early Jump Festa pages,
Yes. Oh,
V-Jump pages.
Yes.
Menzaburo outside of the core 4.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, he was the first character introduced to us outside of that core 4.
Ramen.
So it should have been pretty obvious
I
that
just
he was
remember
going to
when
win.
you sent us that that information came
Very
out,
serious.
and you were just like, "You're not gonna believe
Yeah.
what this character is."
That's before we realized it was just going to be a very surreal comedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So it was just a very weird bio.
Because
But yeah.
the first all the main characters were like pretty standard. Like
Yeah.
she's in a rock band. Oh, that's cool. Like Rook is this great duelist. All right, that's awesome. Gakuto's student president. You're like, all right, these are all these setting up for a big school themed type spot where the duels are going on, and then it's just off like this podcast, just off the rails.
Off the rails.
Off the rails.
I forgot these kids go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in class in a long
They were in the
time.
hallway today, but then sorry, no school for you.
Nobody's getting homework done.
Yeah.
No.
Also, they had to go down like a underground for like 3 hours when they could have been in school.
Yeah.
These kids are missing out on education.
And as a potential counselor, you take
Yes,
issue with that.
I do take issue with that. I would have to call the parents and let them know that their children are missing school.
That is fair.
It is a little concerning that all of those people watched the 5 of them fall into that hole.
And like,
Nobody went to look for them.
No.
Nobody cares.
No.
Well, Menzaburo
Tried to save Roman.
tried to save Roman, and what was hilarious, I don't know if you saw it, as Menzaburo was trying to save Roman, Nick T's, big macho barbecue guy,
Just
had
he
grabbed
was-
Sushiko and was like keeping
Yeah.
Sushiko back and protecting her. Did absolutely
that's actually the
nothing. No, did absolutely
Yeah, they're the
nothing
parents of the
to
Ramen
try
guy.
and help.
Yeah, but isn't his employer...
Menzaburo is more important than Sushiko.
Yeah, isn't the sushi lady, isn't that the crocodile guy's, the crocodile cook guy's boss?
No, I think Menzaburo is the boss. He runs the shop.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are actually like. There's friends. I don't think they work in the same shop.
Yeah,
They-
Mezzaburo's a
all
child.
just
There's
showed
no
up
way
and
he's
provided
running a
food.
shop.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't know.
Oh
You know
no, he doesn't run a shop. He just loves ramen. Right? It's the
Oh,
old
right, it's
man
the
that
old
runs
man
the
that
shop.
runs
Yeah, it's
the
the old
shop.
man that
Where's
runs
that
the
old
shop.
man been?
At the shop.
I wanna
shop.
see him
At a
back.
It's
high
booming,
level. Yeah,
remember?
It's booming. It's
It's-
highly successful.
I want to see him back in the show.
We probably will not. Maybe actually. Maybe eventually.
Maybe they'll enjoy a meal there at the end of an episode.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a good cap.
Kappa. What is that? I don't know what that means.
What
What is happening today?
What? Do another.
All right, next donation.
I don't know. What that means.
Ice Aiden donated $2.
Thank you, Ice.
Said-
Ice baby.
Dun 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 dun. Said, what side character would you like to see duel?
Nick T.
Other than Gaku.
No, Nick T. Oh.
What side character? I would love to see Sushiko duel. I think it would be really interesting. I would like to see, because we
fell.
have a really good deck
over heels.
with Menzaburo with his ramen cards. I think it would be cool to see like sushi monsters and different like Japanese cuisine
Right.
on the battlefields.
Right.
We'll
right.
just go down the
You
list.
fell
here.
right into that one. I
Pete,
got to say.
what about you?
Right down the list. You hopped to Pete. All right. Go ahead.
No. Go to
No,
Kate.
no, no, Pete.
No, let
You
Kate. Let Kate.
Kate.
Go.
Me?
Yeah, one side character.
Kate.
Could be someone who's already dueled.
Duel.
I don't know. Come back to me. I have to think.
Pete,
No, down the line.
Cal,
Cal.
no.
Cal.
Pete's next.
No,
We're going
go-
out of order.
Go Cal.
Nobody wants to answer.
just come on.
Well, I know Nick T's answer.
Say it.
You better not say it.
Barbecue man.
No, I want no. Don't put the thought in his head. Nick T.
It's
That's our
already
Yeah,
there.
it's our barbecue boy.
Why? I justify it. Go ahead.
So I can win $5.
It's actually not a bad choice.
I want to
No.
see one of Gakuto's like servant
Ghost
kids.
Emma Besso. They're
What?
voiced by the
Oh,
same.
they are voiced by the
Well,
same
they
people,
are, yeah.
That girl servant is voiced by Emma Besso's
They're-
voice.
No, either one.
Okay.
Just one of the two.
Name one.
I don't know their names.
Unimportant.
This is unbelievable. No, Rin and Rinosuke. At least I
Does
know
it
their
matter?
names. Does it? Of course it matters.
Why does it matter?
Because they're Gakuto's servants.
That's
No.
what they are. They're Gakuto's servants in the they're like the
Didn't he relinquish
treasurer.
them?
There aren't they like the treasurer or something else in the
Yeah.
student
Secretary.
The
council?
vice
Yeah.
president
Yeah.
or something.
Didn't he also relinquish them of their
He
duties?
relinquished some of their
Yeah.
duties when he's
and,
dueling.
and then they.
not to
So
be his
that's not a
assistant.
servant now. They're his cabinet, maybe.
They're his assistants. They've always been his assistants.
Yeah, but you said servants. They're no longer servants.
So,
So they were never really his
I
servants.
did call them his servants, but I think seeing them duel and maybe like one of them, imagine like a tag duel just like against Gakuto, like they turned on him and they were like, no, like you're not even ever at school, so
How can you be
taking
president?
we're taking you down.
used to play
That'd be cool.
rugby for us.
That's
used
an insurgent.
Just
To
to fix the roof.
And now what's he do? He goes on adventures?
He falls in
How is he
holes.
helping the school anymore?
Nick T, your character.
I gave you my character.
Pete, your character.
Honestly, I want to see Get a duel again.
Get a
Yeah,
get a
yes.
chance.
I really
get a
like
chance.
the build up there, and I think a nice rematch against Roa would be really interesting. So
Yeah,
I actually
it
like
would
to see
be.
that.
The bassist would be cool too.
The
Honestly,
What's
yeah.
his name?
Honestly, in a
I can't remember.
Maro
Ushio.
Ushio.
yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
in a non-meme answer, I actually would probably pick him.
Yeah.
I really liked his deck.
It was
Well,
very
get it?
dark.
I'll pick
and,
him
like,
too.
Or Yushiro.
Yushiro.
Kate's picking him too. Okay. Well, thank you for the
Wow.
question and the donation. We're going to take a couple more, and then we're going to get on to episode 22, 23, and make our formal picks.
Rex Kendrick donated some Colombian pesos.
T-Rex, thank you so much, man.
Said hashtag waifu for ramen guy.
Yeah.
Dylan would support that.
Sorako. I mean, I felt the tension there. I did.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, she said, "I will never forget you," and then when she left, he
They did the
shouted her
ET
name,
thing.
and they did the ET thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
And when everyone left, Menzaburo, Yuga and his crew left. Menzaburo was kind of behind, and he was like thinking hard about it.
there was
And
That
then
might have been our
smiled.
first like romance sort of.
Yeah,
thing
it was.
there.
It was,
Little
it was
crush.
an elementary
It was a
school
little
crush.
closest
Yeah.
to a crush we've seen in the show, and
Yeah.
it was done very well.
Yeah, I thought it was done
No-
marvelously.
No two characters in this show have shared an interest that deeply until now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very
And
specific
it's weird.
interest.
Yes, it's ramen, but and it's weird that one's an alien. But it's like this is the deepest connection we've had between two characters.
Unless you want to argue that Roa and Geta, some people might argue that
Because they're bandmates.
No. Were you here on the when we did that podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The way Entame subs came by and said that the way that they were referring to the situation
that's right.
had romantic
that's right.
implications.
That's right. Yes,
So
there was.
I mean, you might be able to argue that a little bit, but
yeah.
But
either or.
Definitely more from I would say Getta's than Roa.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that's right.
Factual.
But so, other than that, this is.
and what I like about this too is they took Sorako out of the universe for now. So
Yeah.
sure, we can show
Literally.
romance or hint at it for a couple
then it
episodes,
gets-
but we're not focusing on
It's,
it.
it's yeah.
And they don't need to, and they
No.
probably shouldn't. So yeah, it's cool. It was well written. We'll take two more.
Let's do 3. We have one from Legendary Duels donated $5.
JC, legendary. How you doing, man?
Said my boy Rook is the MVP. He may not be bright, but in dueling he is a beast.
Yeah, I
not
completely
wrong.
agree with that.
It is true.
We talked about Rook early on. Yeah, he's a dumb
I
dude.
just hope they don't keep dumbing him down.
Oh, they will.
He's like the football superstar in high school. where
He's going to
it's
become
like,
Patrick Starr at some
No,
point.
listen, 'cause
No.
he's like dumb as bricks at
Yeah.
some point, but he just carries the game.
One day, you're quarterback of the football team, up and away, no backup plan.
What are you talking about?
Who knows what that reference was to? Who knows?
What was that? Just listen to the mind for a second.
No, that's
It's
just
terrifying
the
in
speech
there.
of a varsity high school quarterback who peaked in high school, and that's what, in a way, you're
Like
That
in
was-
general?
you were that was improv.
That was definitely
that
not
was improv. I
That
don't
was-
peak in high school.
that was
I mean,
beautiful.
I might have peaked in high school.
No, look
I
at you
think-
now.
You say I don't peak in high school, like you have the opportunity to go back and maybe peak
No, I
at
won't
a
peak
future
there.
date.
I got lucky. I don't think that I peaked in high school.
I don't think you did either.
I don't think
I don't think
peaked
any
yet.
of us did, to be honest.
Thank
I
you.
don't think any of
You
us did.
usually say that
Yeah.
I peaked in high school.
I
so
think you peaked in high
appreciate
school romantically, but not
that.
socially
no, I would
and
say
not.
college.
I would say high school. Some of the girls you were with in high school, dude. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. I mean,
that
that cheerleading team,
Oh, here we
cheerleading
go.
team 2012, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna say
Rough
that.
shot.
Here we go.
Yeah, rough shot. Anyway, legendary. Thank you for the donation. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you here maybe for Jump Fest. More details on that a little later on.
But first,
You
Word
have
from our
2 from the
sponsor.
link.
the link.
Are these the last two?
Yeah, the last 2.
Is it
So-
All right.
is it messed up that it makes me laugh that you almost hit yourself in the eye with the top of that every
'cause it's
time?
indoors.
It looks like you're wearing like
Seriously, Orion was the first link one.
Seriously, Orion. Seriously, man. Thank you for the $5 donation.
Wow.
Thank you for using the link. I get a larger cut from that than I do from YouTube. So I do appreciate that,
slice
my
of the
friend.
pie.
This is the best thing I can do about this mic. I can do this.
I don't like
I
it.
don't know if that's
Let me
Yeah,
back
the thing.
several thoughts. These duels are more entertaining than I thought they'd be.
Yes.
Same.
Get a gay for Roa. Noodle
Probably.
duels for life. That chair, though. Neil is one of the more nuanced antagonists of any Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion. Love that I can finally catch another stream. Well, seriously, Orion, we love having you, man. These streams will always be here for you whenever you can catch them, even if that's just once every few weeks. Donations are never required. They are always extremely appreciated. Thank you so much, seriously.
You're the best.
Yeah, the whole Geta Roa thing, we definitely went way more in depth on when we did the Sevens Up
Oh,
stream
yeah.
for that episode. So check that out if you want
Yeah,
our
go back and watch it.
detailed thoughts on that. And to subs, who also subs these episodes, big thank you to her as always. Even came by and kind of added her
Yeah.
own thoughts into it.
Yep.
Yeah, but Neil being a nuanced antagonist, I
I don't know if I put him as the most nuanced in Yu-Gi-Oh history at the
Yeah.
moment.
the most
think-
anything in Yu-Gi-Oh history is
Yeah.
always
Yeah, it's
contention.
I think that's a little premature. However, I really like with it, especially that ending with Sebastian. I mean, I thought was spoke so much to his character
Yes.
of what he values in life and what he's about. So
The ending to the last episode too with Mimi and Yoshio, I
Yes.
love that as
Also
well.
very
Great.
good.
The conversation he had
everything
with
he
Yuga.
said was logical, and I completely agree with.
Yeah, and after 22, I really think that we are getting more Neil based on the 23 summary.
yes.
So we will get into that very, very soon. There was one other one from the link.
Sonia.
The link.
Sonia, thank you, Sonia, for the $2.26 cent donation. Not feeling the best today, but the stream helps. Thanks, guys. Sonia, thank you. Those are
Thank
some
you
of
for
my
Yeah, those are-
favorite comments
yeah.
to get on a
Yeah.
daily basis. And I feel like it gets overlooked that, the five of us, we are very similar to you guys. We are. We have
Yeah.
good days. We
Of
have bad
course.
days.
Oh,
And there's been some nights where even if it's not this stream or it's me doing a solo stream where I've just had a crappy day and I get to come on here and hang out with you guys because that's really what it is. It's us
Yeah.
talking and chilling and hanging out with you guys.
Relaxing.
And you guys, Sonia, you included, make me feel so much better about things. And I'm sure I can't speak for you guys, but I'm sure the same thing happens with you.
Absolutely.
Where when
Yeah.
you're here, you can just kind of forget about things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For a couple hours.
It
And
helps.
so thank you guys for that. And I'm sorry to hear your day has not gone well. It's Wednesday, though, so the weekend is almost here.
Hump
If that's good
day.
news. Yeah, we're past hump day. And hopefully the weekend will bring better things. And even if it doesn't, bright mountains are on the horizon. I promise you that. But Sonia, thank you for the donation. I hope you start feeling a little better.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
And did you want to read another, or are we done for now?
No, that's up to you. This is your show, not mine.
Oh, she got a point.
Ooh.
Like, look at
Dylan,
it's
take
like
the
he's wearing like
wheel.
An eye
like
patch.
a monocle or something, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's
Covers
called?
right over his eye.
All right. The
I
nice
don't
thing
like
about this
that.
too is this is not GMO free, so it starts to mess with the brain flow a little bit, like the plastic melts into the water. So, everyone, we
I don't
are
think GMO is the word you're
going
doesn't not.
in to the episode 22 and 20. Where's my phone? 23 summary. Where's my phone?
I think you mean BPO, right?
It's still
BPO
over
for-
there.
BPA.
Bow.
Let
want me
me.
to- you
Who
want
left
me-
the ketchup out?
You.
You,
I didn't
but
get
do you
the
want me to get your
So-
phone?
Kate. Bow.
Who left your sandwich out? We're
Well,
not
the
going to
sa-
play this game.
Well, the sandwich I was going to throw out. The ketchup
Oh
might be
my
spoiled.
You're gonna throw out
The
the
ketchup is
It's not gonna be
absolutely
It's not going to be spoiled.
Yeah, just
It's
as
not-
spoiled as the milk that Kate told me you left upstairs in the tea.
Oh,
That's
no.
that. I now I got to respond to that. That is untrue.
No,
It
I
is 100%
100%
true.
will always
It
believe
It
her
wasn't
over
straight
you.
milk. It was
No.
tea that you made,
No.
which
10 out of 10
people
believe
in the
Kate.
Discord
no
can.
doubt.
I did not. I did not make tea with milk.
You
Hey,
did make
Pete.
tea with milk.
I
Go
personally
get
did
those
not.
phone while you're up.
Did someone make tea with milk for you?
No, I made tea without milk.
Oh, so okay. I'm gonna leave it. I know
Thank
it.
you,
I
Pete.
know what happened in my heart.
I believe you, Kate.
Thank you.
Oof.
Are you calling me trash or are you calling the bottle on the floor my trash?
You trash.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Just like Miami Heat.
Your songs are trash.
You boys ready?
Play the beat.
Are you boys ready?
yeah, we got to do that.
The episode 22 summary and cast list. Episode 22, The Sealed Devil. Yuga and his friends used the coupons they got from Mimi and enjoyed a meal at the Eye restaurant. There, they felt that someone was watching them, and it turned out to be Aria Arata. After bringing Rook to the dishwashing room, Aria began a cheating duel against him. For some reason, Rook could not use his special power, Rook Devil. The cast list is Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Aria, the Eye Robots, and that's it.
Wow. Pretty
Very
cast.
small cast list. The episode 23 summary, and we'll
we
talk
go.
about all this together. That which lies beyond Providence. Yuga and company have reached the gate of Providence.
Oh.
The entrance to Neil's Haven. Beyond the road, lined with shops selling various kinds of providences, is the Haven, where the final showdown with Neil awaits.
Wow.
Yes. So obviously the next duel you have to pick in the Pick'em League, which we're going to make our picks very soon on, is Rook versus Aria. Your first reactions to those?
Very excited for 23.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more. Pete?
Honestly, I'm interested to see kind of how 22 works out. based on what you just said. I'm not super hyped for Aria to come back. However, I think one of my favorite moments in the show so far was when Rook used his like devil power to help out Roman in that moment. And I know it just said that he won't be able to use it, but I think there'll be a way to kind of circumvent that a little bit, and there'll be another, because for me it's hard to believe that they're going to have a guy who is clearly cheating again get the first win against our undefeated protagonist, one of our protagonists. So I'm interested to see how the writing is going to be.
If
for
this
that.
duel gets picked and he cheats and wins, does that count as a win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Lightning technically cheated, right?
Well, Lightning
Sure.
didn't win.
Yeah. No, Lightning won.
Yeah, he won.
He had 1 life point.
I have to say my quick thoughts on this. I am stunned that the final showdown with Neil is happening this quickly.
Already, yeah.
I was really of the mindset, and this is me being a boomer Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I hate it, that
Okay, boomer.
you had to get to 5 losses before the final duel with Neil happened.
Yeah.
Unless episode 23 and 24 and 25, Neil just wipes the floor with Yuga's team like that,
Right.
and gets them to 5 losses, and then duels Yuga in 26, which I don't think will happen. I don't
I think
they're
he's
gonna
going to
rush
be
it.
like, Yugioh, you're finally here, and like disregard the fact that anybody else is even there.
Yeah. Or maybe even after their first duel, this is going to continue into the second season. But we know the first arc, or the second arc, I should say, this arc is ending after episode 26. And we know that episode 23 is also the episode we're getting a new summoning mechanic, or a new mechanic into Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels. So even if episode 22 does not pique your interest, it doesn't really pique mine, I am really excited for 23. But we do need to make our predictions for this duel. Got them ready. The standings: Pete is 17-2. Nick T is 16-3. Me and Calibro are 14-5. Kate is 13-6. There are 12 people in first place with 17 points of the Pick'em League. It is a wide open race. And before these last 2 duels, there were 2 people, Matgo Tepsich and James Try, I believe, were 2 points out of first place. They are 2 of only 4 people that correctly picked Yugioh and Menzaburo. Only 4 people correctly picked those duels. And they went from being down 2 points to now tied for first place. They're 2 of the 12 people that are tied. Even if you're at like 12 points right now, play, participate. You still have a chance to win prizes, including the grand prize of a brand new PS5.
You play to win the game.
We encourage you to play, and you can email the picks to YuGioHPickEm@gmail.com. And Pete, of course, is one of the 8 people tied for first place at 17-2. So congratulations, Pete.
I mean, it doesn't really mean much considering if I win, I don't get anything.
No,
so.
I might give you a prize if you win.
Oh, wow.
That,
Yeah.
We'll give you
that
a
made me a little
prize.
uncomfortable, honestly, the way he looked at me like that.
Well, I looked at you like that.
Oh.
I'll give you a prize.
Yeah,
if you
right?
win.
It was.
Wow.
I feel like it's fitting to also give shout-outs. Yeah, the 8 that are tied right now for 7-1 is
17.
17-2. I'm sorry, 7-1 is Pete, Blue Maiden, Solid Snack, Pseudo Rider, Electric Kevin, Thrust 2216, Elena G, and Zone. And the 4 that are 17-1 that are at 17 points but are losing on participation tiebreak are Melinda. Where'd it go? Stephen Weather, Metgo Tepsich, and James Try. And again, those last 2 were 2 points out of first until these last 2 duels. There's ground to make up, guys. Participate. 17-2. Right now, that's the leading record. We're going to send our picks in the group message, so we can't change it.
Yes,
3,
yes.
2, 1, send them.
Why is it
Oh, thank God.
NXT, like question mark?
I'm going to start. I never
Yeah.
start this segment.
Please.
I got to be honest with you guys. I've missed on my last 2 picks. I'm 14-5.
Yep.
Through 20 duels, if I pick 15 of them correctly, I'll be, that's okay. But I'm really not happy with myself. I'm not going to lie. I don't regret the Mimi Yoshio pick. I do regret picking Sorako over Menzaburo. That was a very bad decision. And that's a pick that I wholeheartedly regret. I was just thinking too much. I was thinking on the principle that this team needs to have 6 losses. Knowing that that's no longer a thing, I got to pick Rook. I'm picking Rook. I'm not overthinking this one. Surprisingly, I've had 5 people submit already before this stream, and 2 of them picked against Rook. 2 people have picked Aria already out of 5 or 6 people that have entered, which is surprising. And they both picked Aria off the basis of, well, he's not going to lose again. Like, why would you bring back a character to have him lose immediately? Right. Which is a fair and valid point. It's just not a good enough point for me to think that he's going to win. Rook is right now our strongest duelist, our undefeated duelist. And the way they're building him up in the terms of dueling, like this invincible dueling record, is so that when he loses, it's that much more of a shock. Think about Kaido from Zexal. Kaido lost once in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. And when he lost in the semis of that tournament, I remember I was stunned because remember opening 2 hinted at him versing our protagonist in the finals. So when they were both in the semis, they're like, oh, well, we know what the finals is. The opening gives it away. And he's undefeated. He's a great duelist. And then he shockingly loses in the semis. That was one of the most shocking results, in my opinion, we've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think a Rook loss is going to have a similar effect. It's not going to be here. It would be crazy. Don't overthink it. Rook is the move here. Rook is my pick.
Rook as well.
Well, you guys go around, give your picks. I'm going to fill this up.
You go fill that up, dude.
Like all the
do you
way
want to give
up?
any reasoning, or you just want to say it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm picking Rook. Me and Dylan have picked the same one the past 2 weeks and both lost.
That's not a good sign.
So I'm trending in the same direction. But no, I just think this isn't Rook's time to lose. And I kind of agree with Dylan in a sense that it's going to come at a more shocking time in terms of importance. Because I don't really think that him losing to the dishwasher or him dueling the dishwasher right now is really important to what's going on. Because you're not going to get to that 5 losses regardless. Mm-hmm. And it just, I don't know, to me, it just doesn't make sense. And the dishwasher is just a cheater. They're going to have to find a different way to stop him from cheating. And
exactly. And then he's going to overcome
they'll never have the cheater win.
No. Exactly like you said, exactly like Dylan said. I mean, I was worried, obviously, as they can all see. I put a question mark at the end there. I was overthinking it, but as both of them said, now is not the time for him to lose. Like, he will lose. He'll get his loss. But it's just not going to be now. There's no reason for it to be now. They don't need the 6 losses as we're already coming up against our fight against Neil. So it's just it wouldn't make sense. And it's like it's one of those things. Like the cheater's going to cheat. The hero's going to overcome. It's just what you do. And also, real quick, I want to address Alex Verme here in the comments real quick saying, quoting Dylan from an earlier episode, saying you can count on Nick T to miss a few, where I want to say, because even though I'd rather I wait till Dylan comes down, that I've passed him in the standings now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess we can really see who we can count on to miss a few.
It's me. You can count on me to miss
I want those shots fired, dude. We're starting some wrestling promos right here.
Yeah.
Go.
We're
Kate,
here
would you
for
like to go?
Well, yeah, I picked Rook. Same reasons as everybody else. I never really. You guys always touch on all of my points.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I pick Rook.
Yeah. I'm going Rook too.
Rook boy.
Yeah, everything these guys said. I mean,
Beep boop.
it'd be
Beep
a little.
boop.
Like I said 5 minutes ago, it'd be a little weird for me to have the cheating guy cheat, and that's how our last undefeated protagonist loses. I just think that'd be a little ridiculous. So I'm going Rook.
So we were all picking Rook.
Yes.
Your memory is also not good.
Why is that?
I was not the one who made that comment.
You're
sitting next to the guy.
No,
who
but
made
you
that comment.
absolutely have
No.
continued that. We have the clips of
there.
you continuing that.
I have laughed at it, and I have quoted Calibro. I have never said that.
He's agreed to it. I don't know if he specifically said
did
the
agree
word.
Yeah.
To it.
I
So it's still
agreed
his-
to it.
It's still his belief.
I agreed to
Yeah.
it out of comedic purposes.
No,
Nick T, come for this man's
I take
bread.
your agreement as a wholehearted endorsement of the statement, and that's enough.
My Twitter
a binding
bio
contract.
says retweets are not endorsements.
Yeah, but it's not a retweet.
It's actually not a retweet.
It's
That's
essentially
like it's as if you quote tweeted saying agreed. That's an endorsement.
No.
Wow.
Dylan quote tweeted Caliber saying you can count on Nick T to miss a
I-
few, and Dylan quote tweeted saying agreed.
As the person that made the statement, I wholeheartedly agree with Nick T here.
Thank you.
listen.
But we still can count on him to miss a few
You have
later
done
on.
very well
Thank
Pete
you.
has done very well.
Thank you. It could all go to
I am
crap, though.
disappointed with my performance. I don't, you've.
As expected.
That's why I'm nervous.
Middle
for
of
this
the
one.
pack.
No, I would say you've been pretty underperforming as well. You're better than where you are. And it's Kate's first Yu-Gi-Oh, so she gets a pass. I will say this: no matter where we end up, I would not get overconfident.
You need to refresh.
We still have 60 duels at least to go.
I'm not gonna. I'm
No, I mean,
I'm playing.
I wouldn't get overconfident.
I've been chill.
But you both have been very good.
Thank you. I appreciate
try
it.
to
I've
I'm
had
just trying to get the wrestling promo thing going. You know.
two, and I like that. 2 of my 5 picks were really bad in hindsight. 3 of them I don't regret. Yuga versus Roa draw. I don't regret.
And the first episode.
No, first episode I do regret. Yuga versus
that's what I said. You definitely got to regret that.
Yuga versus Rook. I don't regret
No.
in the second episode, and Mimi versus Yugioh. I don't regret. This last episode and the first episode I regret. So 2 of my 5 losses.
I
feel
regret picking
Yugioh versus
Yugioh
Rook.
very-
That will. Oh, hold on. Stop. That will always be the worst pick that any one of us has made. So even if I end up missing the rest of my picks,
At least you didn't make that one.
at least I didn't make that one. My God.
If you miss the rest of your picks, you have to hand over your channel.
Yeah, it's Kate everything at that
I think.
point.
Yeah, I think it's catered everything.
Come
at that
on.
point. I think that's
That
how
would
it's gonna
be
happen.
a bad look.
There's no okay. I mean, there's no way I'm going to miss every single one of my picks.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
probably not going to finish in first.
No. Oh no, we're not.
I mean,
arguing
I'm
that.
already down
to
3
me,
points.
if you don't finish in the top 20, that's a massive. That was bad.
I don't know. I'm
That
not
was
going to set
bad.
any expectation up. But
I
as
am.
long as you don't.
I
lose
am.
that
Nick T just doesn't want in like 2 years someone to like clip this moment of him and then show the current standings in
Yeah.
case he starts.
Well,
to
not only
fall.
that, but I don't want to.
Does that sign what's the Seinfeld or whatever music?
Yeah. Down.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
No, that's the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm you could also do, yeah.
No, the bass from
That's
Seinfeld.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
of
think
that.
you mean no. I think you mean bee boo boo bop.
Bee boo boo bop, boo boo bop.
Did
what were you saying,
also
Nick
did this character though not remind you of the guy in Rock Bottom in SpongeBob when he always has to do that
Yeah.
and she's always beeping?
I
Can't understand your accent.
It's like, he's like, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, and he tells him the next bus leaves in 5 seconds.
it's such an overlooked episode.
It's the
of
best.
SpongeBob.
Great.
So
Such a
good.
good episode.
He's with the bar of chocolate and it's moving the bus
Yeah.
and then he runs for it and leaves.
Oh, it's the kelp bar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the kelp
And
bar.
as soon as he
starving.
starts,
Very well done, honestly. I forgot what I was gonna, that I not only
you
do I
okay?
not want to look back in 2 years at the standings and me, to put my money where my mouth is, but I don't want to set some kind of expectation for you and for you not to come in the top 20 and be like, oh, now I'm an asshole.
I'll come in the top 20. Don't worry.
I just
I'm
don't
saying
wanna,
if you don't, it's a massive disappointment.
See, that's what. Yeah, that I don't.
I'll
What
say
do you
it.
want me to do if I don't come in the top?
I don't want
20?
to do that.
Chocolate.
You want me to skinny dip?
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not.
oh yeah.
What do you want me to do? I'll
I
do
don't know.
anything. Naked Mile?
How about
If
Why does he want to
if
take his
Nick
clothes
T,
off?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
don't like
wants
that.
to take his
If Nick T finishes ahead of you, you have
No. That's different than top 20 because I'm already at a big disadvantage there. No.
I thought you said anything could happen in 60 episodes.
Anything could happen in
Yeah.
60 episodes, but I don't like those odds of me already being down 2 points.
I remember
That's
what
chicken.
Top
he
That's
20.
said.
chicken.
Right now, I think I'm like 35th. I'm not in the top 20 right
No.
now.
Beep boop.
I hated it.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Think about it. I'll
You-
come
I
in the
might
top
I might make you make like a 2-minute video that you have to post to your channel about the disappointment of you were completely off the mark in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens if you don't make the top 20.
That would be hilarious if I
Yeah.
make like an apology video.
Yeah.
The video title, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dot.
Every YouTuber has to do one. And
Yeah.
it's like a
That'd
And
be
it's
great.
a video just about me not picking
and it's
duels
just
well.
and we intercut it. We could do it like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and we intercut it with clips from the show of you making terrible picks. I think that'd be
That would
great.
actually be great.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, man.
Well, we already have the way to start it off. Is the when he says, "I am 100% confident in this pick,"
Yeah.
and then the pick's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Wasn't
and then,
that the first duel of
Yeah.
the whole series?
and Davis had
No.
that clip. It was great.
No, that
That-
wasn't the first one. It was the second one because he's like,
No.
you know what? I said I was really
He's wrong.
confident in this
He's
one.
wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. Wrong.
We're not doing this. We're not.
No,
doing
it
this.
was he means it was the second Sevens Up we did, but it was from the first
Yep,
episode
you're
of
right.
Yugioh.
You're right. Because
Yeah.
the
That's what
first
you
one
mean.
was a pre-show. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you
So
remember
Cowboys, right?
Yeah, we were remote for all
remote?
So I'm
streams?
right.
I thought they went pretty well.
Sorry, man.
They
Sorry.
did.
So
No, you're wrong.
we are going to.
Wrong.
Actually, he's wrong. So we are going to read the rest of the donations
Yeah.
and then maybe wrap things up.
Donos.
Wrong.
Beep
It's been
boop.
a good stream,
Sure.
but we still have a lot of conversation left in us.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna have at least 2 tangents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
Minimum. Minimum.
They call me Tangent Timmy.
I didn't know they called you that. Rex Kendricks donated Colombian pesos.
Thank you, T-Rex.
Said Mr. Goha is Mimi's husband.
Yo.
That would be crazy.
That would be a plot twist.
So
that would
Otis
be
is
a-
Mimi's husband.
Otis is not Mr. Goha. We don't know that
Dealing
yet.
with the double conspiracy.
Yeah, come on.
That'd be pretty wild
boop.
though to speak to why is he not a part of his son's life like at all.
Maybe he views his son as an inherent failure.
Yeah, that would be an interesting
It's definitely
storyline
possible.
to tug on.
Yeah.
I'd be about it.
I like that crack theory. That's like my Hayami is Revolver's sister theory. I respect the family theories.
Which could have been true.
Maybe. Yeah. Thank you, Rex. And thank you
She
to
was the
everyone.
spy.
Thank you to everyone who is still watching. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night, and thank you for spending it with us. A lot of different places to be on a Wednesday night, so thank you for being here.
All the places you'll
Dude.
go.
Do places have people have places to be on a Wednesday night?
You can watch any other Twitch stream.
That's
you can watch
also
any other
true.
YouTube
Everywhere
stream.
and anywhere you want to be.
You could probably guarantee Pokemon or Nico is streaming right now.
You
Valkyrie.
love to simp Pokemon.
I do. Actually, I probably prefer to simp Nico actually. But yeah.
I've never seen. Oh, Nico Lol.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Boomer.
there.
Oh, that girl. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever you say.
that girl.
Boomer.
That girl's right up your alley. Have you met her, by the way?
I have not yet.
Or you subbed to her on Twitch?
Not subbed.
Have you ever given her bits on Twitch?
No.
Have you ever donated to her on Twitch?
No, actually.
Just stop this line of questioning before it goes somewhere. Just stop.
Nathan's got that smile on his face that he's done
Would
something.
you-
I haven't.
Would
Would
you?
I?
No,
Oh.
I was gonna ask you. Would you donate or sub to Corpse?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I simp corpse.
hardcore.
He's got the
Hardcore.
voice,
He's
man.
got the voice.
AOC.
The man hit puberty
How was
twice.
your day?
What does he look like? Is he a really tall
We
guy?
have no idea.
No,
what he looks
Oh,
like.
he's never shown his
Yeah,
identity.
that's
Shown
that's
his
the thing.
identity.
He's
That's
shown
cool.
his hands on TikTok, and that's it.
Dude, I
Quick.
And
quick
broke
tangent.
the internet.
Quick tangent. This
Here
in
we go.
several months has like seen more growth than like most viral YouTubers have seen ever. It's like almost record breaking. He's seen like a 1 million follower growth on Instagram. He started a TikTok like maybe in September, million follower. Like his
Yeah.
Spotify plays since I think started uploading music in like March is at like several million.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, he played with Pokimane and Valkyrie and that whole group.
How did he meet
and
them?
I have no idea.
He's friends with Felix PewDiePie.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That explains it.
Yeah. No, I don't know how. Maybe they somehow met. He's also a long time. He had like couple hundred. Actually, maybe he might have broken 1 million subscribers on YouTube before all of this. He was a famous he was a horror narration YouTuber.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah.
voice.
Not
Yeah,
shocked.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he would read like horror stories and,
And then
stuff.
he turned around and he
Yeah.
saw his.
Yo,
Is that who it was?
No, it's not. But I
Oh.
love him.
And he turned around.
It's
And he saw his dad.
Oh, Chills.
and
We
his
love
dad had a
Chills.
knife.
Dude, stop that. Stop it. Yeah, we simp Chills at here too. If you breathe. Yeah, no, we love
Classic
Corpse,
video.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it.
AOC.
Yes.
How's your day?
AOC.
How was your day?
How's your day? Anonymous anime lover donated $10.
Oh, Anonymous. Thank you
Anonymous.
so much. Thank you, Anonymous.
Said hi, Dylan, Kate, Calibro, Nikki T, and Pete. Hello.
What is up?
I like this episode because Yuga didn't place life or death scenario on the duel and let Ramen Kid decide. Long live Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, definitely. You know,
live
if this was a Vrains duel, it would have been Sirocco saying, if my life points hit 0, I will die and lose my life entirely. And Sevens did the twist where, you know, you don't lose your life, but you're prevented from going back to your home planet. And that
Right.
wasn't even true at the end of the episode
wasn't.
because they had to come and save her, basically. So, yeah, they have these stakes, but they're definitely not nearly as extreme as we've seen in Vrain's pretty much the whole show and throughout a lot of Yu-Gi-Ohs, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I think it's a breath of fresh air. And so, as you said, Anonymous, it wasn't life or death, and because of that, there's a little less. You can kind of enjoy the duel a little more. I feel like without having to worry about, oh, wow, is a character that we just met about to die. It wouldn't have really made sense because if Sorako loses and dies, it probably would have been a little like, all right, well, I guess it was sad, but we didn't really know her that well.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know. I felt very emotionally attached to her by comparison to a lot of the characters.
I
just
agree,
from
but
one
I
duel.
thought her leaving the way that she did was more realistic
Yes,
than if she just
absolutely.
died.
Yeah,
And like if Menzaburo got that upset about it,
Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
I think
But
part
Anonymous, thank you.
yes, absolutely. Thank you. Part of the thing I think was not necessarily that she would like. Well, for Menzaburo anyway, it's like that. The fact that she would be able to lose her ability to fly would mean that he couldn't see the galaxy with her.
Yeah, it was kind
Right.
of selfish in a
Yeah,
way.
it was definitely selfish.
Right. Especially when you can just go and like play Super Mario Galaxy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Bro,
Especially if it's
you're
Galaxy
so
2.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. Yeah.
Very good things.
Pete, your thoughts
Isn't that game bad?
On what?
No, it's very good.
Oh, I heard
Very good.
on Super Mario?
I don't think. I mean,
Anonymous, seriously, it is always so great to see your name. And again, you do not ever need to donate. Just come by, say hi to us. Kate will catch you. You've done so much for me. I mean, you will always be probably the top legend on my channel forever. So thank you, Anonymous. You're incredible. You've done so much for me personally and for this channel. I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for donating.
Bravebird9 donated $5.
Bravebird9. That is a
don't
That's a
recognize
new
that.
name.
Yeah, Bravebird. Thank you so much,
Bravebird
man.
9.
Thank you, dude.
Said Z1 died for our sins. Clearly, Sevens is the ruined timeline where the machine emperors messed up the world.
Yeah. So obviously that is a little bit of a spoiler to one of the Yu-Gi-Oh shows. Pete, Nick T are watching, so I'm not gonna get too into that, but that's fine.
You'll never know our thoughts.
It'll go one in ear out the other. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. From a timeline perspective, I think Sevens is just a completely different universe.
Right.
But yeah, the show is just way different than older shows for a lot of different reasons. The main one being that they're just appealing to a younger, newer demographic, and yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different.
yes.
Beep boop.
Yeah. Thank you, Brave Bird, for the dono. I appreciate it, man.
Seriously, Orion donated €10.
Wow. Thank you so
Nice.
much, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Said, hey, Dill, you relating to Neil with an algorithm not working / doing what you expect it to do. Also, I want Mimi and Gakuto to duel, so one of them could break their streak. Plot twist, they draw.
That's what would probably
That'd be
happen.
fitting, yeah.
Mimi Gakuto would be interesting, obviously from the basis of both of them being 0-2, but they have no reason to duel. So
Probably not.
I can't envision that happening. And seriously, thank you for another big donation, man. I appreciate it. As for the algorithm, I know that's a little bit of a poke at YouTube, so I appreciate that, man. Yeah, YouTube algorithm. You hear YouTubers talk about it all the time. I stopped caring about, what's going to get views, what's not going to get views. I never really cared too much about views. What's the best thumbnail, what's the best time to upload.
Right.
The algorithm is just, who cares? No one knows what the algorithm
People
is.
talk about that kind of stuff even with like posting Instagram pictures.
Yeah.
That's the thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like-
You have to optimize likes.
Like no, but like I couldn't care less. If I post something, it's because there's like
Yeah, but you're,
something going on
you're
in my life.
guaranteed 100 likes,
Yep,
so that's
thank
not
you.
that's
No,
not
guaranteed
cool.
150.
No, but like
Yeah.
I have like friends that get more likes and will delete pictures if they don't get enough likes.
Yeah.
You were also going to say, I have friends who will get more likes that are clearly not as attractive as me.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
But
No,
I
I-
was
that
just
is-
trying to avoid saying
I
names.
also know
That is
people. That's
psychotic.
more of a girl thing, I feel like.
That's
but I
not where I
also
was going.
I also know
Oh,
of
that's some
people.
guys
I
do
actually
this?
have 3. No, it's not, because I have 3 girlfriends from college that I knew in college. I don't really talk to them anymore.
I would
that
hope
kn-
not.
That I know for, well, not girlfriends like that. Friends that are girls from
Oh,
my
oh,
RA days at
okay.
college. That you guys can be exhausting. That that
Yeah, we're exhausted.
We're
Right,
exhausting.
right.
We've all dated you.
that
Maybe he's
would
talking
do
about the
that.
three of us.
If the Instagram pics did not get off to a good start, they would delete them from Instagram. I
No,
think
people are like that.
I think we all know people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother's also about the having the same amount of followers as things you follow.
That ratio, bro.
And
Ratio,
so
gotta keep the
he
ratio
will
up.
unfollow like different accounts just to make sure they match up. And I'm like, but like it
It's not
doesn't
that- yeah.
doesn't matter.
Caliber
not
would
that
always
deep.
do that.
I absolutely would not.
Oh, so your Instagram numbers were magically perfect throughout high school?
They're not. They still aren't. They never were.
That's incorrect.
Instagram came out like our senior year of high school.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not true.
That's
Yeah.
not
Why do you
true.
gotta
Actually,
date
it's
us
true.
like
no,
that?
No, you're right.
Like-
It was like 2011.
It was probably 2011, actually. He's
You gotta
not,
date us like
Yeah.
that, man.
He's not lying.
Seriously, Orion, thank you
No,
for the
you're right,
donation.
you're right.
I appreciate it, my man.
Oh, no.
What happened? Troll?
No, at least in Calzone, I think.
My chat disconnected.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
gotta-
mine's been going in and
probably
out.
gotta-
As
Yeah,
long
it's
as it's
been going
running,
in
it
and
doesn't
out.
matter.
It's just this Wi-Fi.
I'm fine.
Next dono is through the link.
Oh, who
Church,
was it?
Church of Flapple
Church. Come on, Church.
donated $10.
Church.
Thank you so much, Church. Take me to Flapple. Church of Flapple, thank you for the $10 donation. That is a very generous donation, Church. Thank you so much. And you donated to me on Twitch last night, or Monday night, excuse me. So come on, Church. You are way, way too good to me. I hope that next episode Luke loses to Arata
Okay.
because of his deteriorating confidence. Beep boop. Which would show because his electromagnetic power wouldn't work, or Dishwater Boy splashed water on his watch. Also, subscribe to Dylan or repent. Beep boop. You do not need to subscribe to me or repent. Subscribe to me if you enjoy the content. If you don't, then don't subscribe. But Flapple,
Fair.
thank you for another very nice and generous donation using the link, which again I get a little more of a percentage. So thank you again for that.
Hell
And I'm trying to what?
No, Galaxy Eyes just goes, seeing Dylan constantly dig himself in these holes is the best entertainment of these streams. It really is.
Mine's not at all.
What was I gonna say? Do you remember?
You were talking
I was
about
talking
his
about-
pick
Yes.
about Rook. It'd be interesting if he did lose.
If he lost, it would be shocking.
I don't know if I'm for that, though, because, yes, maybe the devil power is connected to his watch, but I don't want to see him lose to a cheater. Like, I don't want to see something like that happen. We know this guy definitely cheats. Why do I want to kind of put him on a pedestal?
Right.
Yeah, he should be dead.
Well, that's a little
He's
severe.
probably 13.
Bow.
So he's a teenager.
Defend it.
Yeah. I don't know. I
It's like the table meme. It's just like changed my mind.
So, church, it's a very interesting concept. I don't know if I would like it, but it would be shocking. And his confidence is deteriorating, but I feel like he
But-
got over that
Yeah, I
in the
thought we
Schrodinger
solved
duel.
that, though, last
Yeah,
time.
I think it would have been a very good opening early in this arc for him to get a shock loss, but it would have been against Schrodinger, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, I
A better route that they could have taken is that Gakuto duels Schrodinger, Gakuto gets his win, and then Rook doesn't duel anyone until this duel against Arata, and he's still been struggling with his confidence all this time, and he can't use his power, and it all boils into him getting defeated. That I could see.
I'd
but
be more okay
But
with that.
because he's gotten over it in the Schrodinger duel, I think most of his confidence is probably back, and I think he's probably going to win this duel. But, Church, listen, we'll see. Church of Flapple, you have been a heavy funder of Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, so thank you. I hope the church is going well.
repent.
I love the church.
Subscribe or repent.
Subscribe or repent.
Legendary Duels donated $2. This was back to the Duel Links conversation
yes,
from
yes.
before. He said Shark will be unlockable on Friday.
On
Yes,
Friday.
correct.
That is great. Yeah, Legendary, thank you so much for another donation. Thank you for letting me know.
To see you soon.
Probably will stream it on maybe Monday night then, and tomorrow night I'll do something else, but we'll see. What? We'll see.
Sorry, bro.
Thank you,
It's
JC.
all right. It's all right.
XSlayer64 donated $5.
Thank you so much, X-Slayer. I recognize the name from Twitch, so thank you,
Ah.
man. I appreciate that.
Awesome. He said, "Hey everyone, hope your day has been going good. Dylan, can you predict when the Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon will be appearing in the show?"
Yeah,
Well-
bro. Yeah, bro. Predict it right now, bro. Predict it right now.
Do it.
Putting you on the spot.
Do it right now.
Bill?
First of all, X-Slayer, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for your amazing support for me over on Twitch as well as YouTube. You're great, man, so thank you. I want more than nothing else for Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician to be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, much like their comrade Blue Eyes White Dragon was.
Yes.
I think there's a good chance it'll happen. And I think because of the COVID delays, we're getting near when it probably either has to happen or is not going to happen. I believe that Dark Magician is going to be, if it's used, it's going to be used by Yuga.
Yeah, it would make sense. He has a spellcaster.
Yeah, is going to be used by Yuga, potentially in his duel against Neil.
Who has Red Eyes Black Dragon. Come on, just do it.
It would be cool, but the symbolism there doesn't work as much as if he had like Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I know.
And you don't want him. You don't want to waste both showings in the same duel.
I could see. You know who I could see having Red Eyes?
Rook.
I could see Rook having Red
Yes,
Eyes.
He has the
Yeah, but he
dragon, though.
gets
He's
it.
got drag ears.
He could get it later,
He could.
right? Because would you consider Blue Eyes and Red Eyes to be mirror images, like opposites of one another?
Right. Blue
In
Eyes
some way-
represents power. Red Eyes represents potential.
Right. And if
That's
we,
always the.
and if we had
Wow.
It's from the
kind
movie.
of Hologram Man is
Beautiful.
against
Thank you.
Neil, right? They're kind of the pitted enemies. We
Yes.
already know Hologram Man had Blue Eyes. Wouldn't it make sense that the other side of
that
the coin,
Neil had Red Eyes.
then
Yeah,
somehow
it would.
Rook can end up with it?
There's
maybe.
definitely symbolism between Red Eyes and Blue Eyes.
I just want it to happen, man.
Yeah,
What if,
me
like-
too.
what
I
if-
think it could happen in the next 5 episodes if it's gonna happen.
They could like defeat Neil, and he could find the card
Right. The problem is
or give it to
Blue
them.
Eyes White Dragon is obviously a legendary monster, right? Otis had Blue Eyes White Dragon at the start of this show.
Right.
I think it would be hard to just put Dark Magician in Yuga's deck without an explanation or a reason.
Agreed.
So that's why it might make more sense for a character that we have yet to see duel, like a Neil, use a Dark Magician or a Red Eyes because, he had the card the whole time,
Right.
just like Otis.
Right.
You don't need to explain it.
Right.
There needs to be a little more
Maybe
explanation.
Yuga could do a very Yusaku and Kusanagi thing from last show, and we see a flashback, or it could be in the present of like them going on a journey to get that card and show you're worthy enough to have it.
Yeah,
something like that.
I could see them going down that route.
Yeah.
But X-Slayer, that is one of the things that I am really looking for, and I think it has to happen before this arc ends, or it's probably not happening.
Why do you say that?
I think that with the way that they are promoting the cards as the second and third legend cards, also I think Dark Magician has a better chance of showing up than Red Eyes. I will say that as well. The way that they are promoting the cards, the timeline of when the cards are being released in Japan with the COVID delay matches up for these next few
So
episodes.
as it correlates with the real
As
product.
it correlates with the real product.
Okay, that
And I
makes
don't
sense.
think it makes as much more sense as to do it 16 weeks after when you're releasing new legend cards and
Right.
new Rush Duel cards.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Why would it sell the product?
So Rook uses it in the next duel then.
No, Rook's
Good
not. They're not
Lord.
going to use it against Aria. It's
It'd be a
got.
waste.
It's got to
That's
be
his
a
way to get around the cheating.
no. It's
He wins with Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Neil's
a
gotta have
vanilla.
one of them,
Red Eyes
right?
Black Dragon's a vanilla 2400 attack monster. Listen, I love Red Eyes Black Dragon more than most cards ever created. But at the end of the day, it's
Red
not a good
Eyes
card on its own.
Black
It
Dragon.
needs supplemental cards, and it's just that card's not going to be powerful enough to get a win.
He'll have a
Would-
spell that boosts its attack.
If we know a new summoning mechanic is coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a summoning mechanic, being the Yu-Gi-Oh expert, that would help that card that you could use?
No,
No?
yeah, but some people are speculating that this mechanic might not be anything we've ever seen before.
Yeah, it's just a new
This
thing.
might
added
be a
to
new,
Rush.
and let me know if you'd prefer that. Would you prefer a new mechanic or a mechanic that we've seen before, like a fusion or a ritual or a synchro? I'm not sure. I'm gonna be excited either way. But if it's a brand new exclusive,
That'd be cool.
yeah, I'd be pretty down with that. Definitely.
Yeah.
down with the sickness.
But X-Slayer, great question, and thank you for the donation, my friend.
Next donos through the link.
Oh,
the
who's it
link.
from?
Seiya.
Seiya, come on, man.
Oh.
Seiya, thanks for coming by the Twitch stream.
Seiya never leaves any comment. Never leaves any
Love
comment. Ray, thank you, dude. $10 donation.
So nice.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
man. You were way too nice to probably all of us, honestly. So thank you, man. And yeah, we'll talk soon, dude. Thank you. Hope you're having a good night, by the way.
Yes.
Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Goose is here, donated $3.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Goose.
Come on.
Beep boop. Said sending positive vibes and kindness to everyone.
Goose,
Love
Thank you, Goose.
thank you for the
Goose.
donation. We
Right
send
back
that
at you.
right back to you. Yeah.
Wow. Just told the words.
Thank you, man. You are just one of the more kind, positive people in this community. The community is lucky to have you. We're lucky to have you. You're a great dude. Keep living it up in the big city. Greatest
Big Apple.
city in the world.
True.
Where is the Big Apple?
Are you trying to be Borat?
No, I'm just
No, it's from it was Joe on Impractical Jokers, right?
Oh, okay.
but instead of city, he said
Titty.
Uh,
Greatest titty.
Bow.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dodo.
Those are Staten Island boys.
Seriously, Orion donated $11 through the link.
Oh my God! Seriously, Orion, dude,
Link,
come on,
link.
man.
Fire.
Thank you so much, dude. Jesus Christ, you are being too kind to me. I love these unique donation amounts. $11.76.
You know what
love
I
that.
you know what I think it is? I think they
Conversion?
donate $10 and it's like converting from because he's not from it's not USD.
Oh
for him.
yeah, well that's
so
fine.
yeah, so
You're
it's
probably
the
right.
The
conversion.
conversion rate checks out.
You're probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
About $1.17.
Seriously, not gonna lie, I was like, time for bed, and then I saw the notification. Was like, welp, gonna have to ruin my sleep schedule. Also, I like to think that Aria's sharp teeth is a subtle reference to Naruto, where swordsmen from the mist, Water Village, have sharpened teeth. I've never seen Naruto. You think that's true?
It's early Naruto.
Euro conversion 117.6.
That's exactly.
I also felt that there was like a little Dragon Ball reference in this last episode where it looked like a kind of instant transmission thing was going on there.
Teleported.
So
Yeah.
that was a little interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little nod.
Well, definitely, we didn't talk about the ET reference. That's
Yeah.
what the
They
episode
love
was named after.
referencing. Yeah.
I thought Winged Dragon of Ra a reference with the Ra Nebula,
Yeah,
and then the
Nebula.
spaceship is a yellow spaceship that just had a very similar color scheme to the Egyptian dragon, the Egyptian god. So, but thank you so much, Orion, for another big donation. Thank you, dude.
Yes.
And we do have a very special person in the chat. Entame Subs
Oh,
is here. Entame, once
Entame.
again, every time you come by, we have to take our time to thank
Yes,
you
thank you.
for the incredible work that you do for us as a community. Thank you, Entame. A donation of $1. Thank you so much. Something from the 23. I love this. We get insider information.
I know,
We
it's
will only
great.
get this information, well, also through her Twitter, but also I definitely follow her on Twitter. But you will also get this information on Sevens Up, Talking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Live.
That's why you watch it. Something from the 23 summary that was not included in the translation is that they use a very specific word, sandu, to refer to the road to Neil. Sandu means visiting path, or more colloquially,
Colloquial.
the road leading up a shrine temple.
Oh.
Thoughts?
It makes sense. I mean,
It
because the whole
does,
whole
definitely.
Providence imagery that we're
religious,
using.
doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's like it's
I've always
almost
gotten
like a
that-
paradise. Yeah,
that vibe.
exactly.
The garden of
Right. So it makes
Yeah.
sense that they're like the word being used to a shrine. It's like almost Neil's sort of headquarters, his control center is like sort of a shrine.
What if it's Lightning's palace?
That
I
would
would
be
flip
so
out.
dope,
That was
actually,
one of my
though.
favorite places in Brains.
Yeah.
I would flip out. Welcome to the Castle of Light.
That's
that was
right.
great.
Yeah, I actually think that's really interesting, Entame. Thank you for letting us know. Makes sense. I've always gotten pretty heavy religious reference vibes from Neil, based on the garden. I think of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
The Providence. I just feel like is kind of a religious term. I
can be
mean, I've always
applied, I
kind of associated it with religion for whatever reason. So it being a shrine for Neil or a temple could also be where the door to the new world is located, right?
It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Could
Why
be.
not? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, I didn't. Especially with that specific word for the in the the original. Like it just makes sense in the Japanese word. Like why not to lead us to the door of the new world?
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, also religiously, like if you want to say it has those like connotations, it's because this is his life's work, right? This is everything he's ever cared about. And I know he's only like 11, but like still from like 3 to now, and it makes sense that he would worship this in some way of everything he's done.
Right. Well, Entame, thank you for that.
You the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for all you do, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
MVP.
Well, without her,
How was your day?
yeah, I don't know where we'd be right now without her. I really do
We
mean
wouldn't be doing sevens up. Tell you that
No.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
for
not.
real.
Probably
We're
not.
using those janky subs.
Yeah.
Janky subs.
Nikki, what was the experience you had where it was like one of the words is completely.
Roa found Sevens Road Magician attractive. I still have that
Classic.
screenshot on my phone, I think.
And you just write the Dylan. Is this what it's supposed
Oh,
to
that's
be?
a big yikes.
Yeah, but I know it was getting
Wow.
bad. It was getting into dangerous territory.
It's like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
that can't be right.
You have one more dono through the link.
Oh, for real?
Goose.
I whiffed it. Goose. 777. Thank you, Goose, for the $7.70 donation. 777. Make a wish. Happy to see the gang again. Super Pete, Rockin' Nick T, Golf Swinger Cal,
I love it.
Yeah. That's me.
Spooky Kate, and Imposter Dylan.
Love that.
That I agree with.
Much love. I pick Rook.
Dylan
Goose is
sus.
getting, and Goose is at I think like 13 or 14 points. Goose, you're only like 3 or 4 points out of first, man. You got a
got
chance to win. Everyone's still in it, really.
Definitely better than
So
Kate are tied?
In it to win it.
yeah, if he's at 13, but I think Kate's 13 and 6, and Goose I think is like 13 and 2 or 13 and 3.
Gotcha.
So Kate's ahead on the tie break.
Nice work.
We do
Right,
reward
Thank you.
participation.
Very good.
But Goose, much love, man. Golf Swinger Cal. He
Spooky Kate.
True.
Spooky Kate
Spooky
is cool.
Kate. I love it.
Yeah.
That one.
Neil did say.
What was his name? Swag King Pete.
No, he said super.
Super.
You want it to be Swag King.
I thought I heard Swag King also.
Me too,
No.
Imposter
But
Dill.
a good point that they say that Neil doesn't. He said he knows nothing about the Door of the New World. So that is true.
That's true. So maybe it's
Oh.
not in the garden. That's true.
True.
Unless he's not showing his full hand.
He's an imposter.
Or he doesn't even know it's there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Otis just pops up and like, hey.
He's getting to be like that bro.
Yeah.
Like that
Like
dad.
that guy that
Hey.
like gives you alcohol when you're underage.
So Calibro.
Yes.
I don't know where that came from.
Next
Thank you.
donation.
No, she nailed it. Nailed it.
Cal's gonna get nailed by the FBI.
They were all 18. It was fine.
No.
That is something I would not say. Clip Nick
okay.
T, Davis. I know you gotta still be here.
No.
It was a reference to Cal, not me.
Oh my gosh. Are you ready for next dono?
No.
We should move on from
No.
this.
Lord.
Underdeal88 donated $2. Said, hi Dylan, been a while.
It has been a
Yeah.
long time.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Undeal.
That is a
yeah,
long
I
time.
don't
name.
even know who that is.
We were watching. That is Sammy, I believe, right? Underdeal.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Underdeal, welcome. Thank you for the donation. It's funny. We were watching a Talking Yugioh of Into the Vrains recently.
Yes.
From like episode 93 or whatever, and probably like because the super chats are always there. They kind of are immortalized on your YouTube page, and I probably like 60% of the people that donated in those like early Into the Vrain streams, I have not seen or heard from.
Yeah.
In years.
I know.
Like that's
you knew that it swaps in and out.
it
man.
does. It
That's what
does.
happens.
And there's people out there that, come by a lot that I may never hear from again in like 5 months from now. And there's people that I have never met before that will soon become very integral parts of the community.
I mean,
and
look
the
at
support for my
Josh.
channel.
I mean, like think about that.
Josh, Pegasus Seiya,
It's a circle of
like
life.
amazing human beings.
Yeah, right.
And I'm very grateful for it. And then of course, you have people that are here no matter what. You're like always your ride or dies as I call
of
him. Like
course.
Goose has been here since
Goose has
day
been
one.
since the
Blue's been
beginning.
here a while.
Blue, yep, Pink
Yeah.
Yoshi, she
Yep.
used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of ride or dies.
a lot of, and there's so many.
JC's
people.
another one.
Yeah,
JC's
Legendary
oh my
Duels. Yeah,
God.
one of the first people I met. So many people. But as you lose interest in a show or lose interest in a franchise, you tend to come and go, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks because there are some like people that I loved during the Vrains era and even the Arc 5 era thinking about it that like I do not hear from anymore.
Yeah.
I've completely lost
They
touch
could come
with.
back though for the 8th one. I mean,
That's
you
the thing.
never
You
know.
just never know. And so under deal, it's kind of a wave of nostalgia there. Thank you for coming by, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you for the
Thank you.
donation as well. You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next dono is from Jack Knight 21.
Jack.
Donated $5.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Said, "Hey guys, have you heard of a game called Infamous Second Son?
Yes.
Dylan, you could stream that on Twitch."
Yeah,
It's so weird.
As soon as he donated it, I looked at Pete. I'm like, "You said that."
That's
It's
so weird,
funny-
Jack. Thank you for the donation.
It's funny you say that, Jack. I can't really say much about that. All I can say is you might watch that stream somewhere on a channel that you're very familiar with. Just saying, in the very near future.
Oh, and it might not be played by me,
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that
That's
weird?
funny you say that.
and it might be during a 72-hour stream.
Wait,
It might be in December.
It might be in December.
Drop.
See, I was not gonna say that, but yeah.
But we're not confirming anything.
Yeah.
I want you
No,
to
it's-
to understand that, Jack. We're not saying that we are planning on doing a long stream
Yeah.
because we were not allowed to go to Disney World in December.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
And we're not saying it's because of the rising coronavirus cases. And we're not saying it's because of...
I'm confused. I thought it was because of the rising coronavirus cases that you couldn't go to Disney World that we are doing a long stream. Was I wrong?
I froze up. I genuinely blacked out. What did I say?
all I know is there are going to be many hours of things happening. I don't know the total number. I don't know the exact date. I do know the exact date. We may have to take off work for this.
I let Dylan
Nick
sa-
T is going to get drunk.
Oh,
Okay?
oh yeah.
I mean, I cannot wait, dude.
Any excuse.
Yeah,
really.
I mean,
And-
all we're talking here is in hypothetical.
This
Jesus.
is strictly hypothetical.
Yeah,
for the
allegedly
72-hour stream.
in
All
quotation.
hypothetical.
Yeah, it's all
This is all
totally
72-hour stream.
hypothetical,
I am
Jack.
very confused.
Are we really going to go all the way to 72?
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically speaking?
50 race Mario Kart tournament
I'm
where the
so
loser
down.
has to drink a bottle of hot sauce.
Yes.
I'll drink the bottle
Yeah,
of
but
hot
what
sauce
happens
while
if
we're
the-
playing.
That'll
God,
keep us up, dude.
that sounds like a nightmare.
But what
that's
about
how my
It's better than being
insides
boozled.
finally die.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a
Um,
cleanse of some kind.
Yeah, thank you.
We haven't seen Kate in 9 hours. She's been in the bathroom that entire time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. Hope you're having a great night, man. And yeah, we'll speak more about that in the future.
He donated another $5.
Jack, Jesus, man. Come on, dude.
Said-
Thank you. Thank you.
Said, also can't wait for Drama Boy to get another loss. Ha ha ha. I've been playing a lot with dinosaurs, Dylan.
Dinosaurs. I love dinos. Jack, you're making me proud, dude. Add some
Dino
Shadalls
deal.
into the mix, bro.
Shadal
Get those
dinos.
Shadal dinos going. I don't know if they have good synergy anymore. I know they kind of did when I played in early 2019. But Shadal dinos, dude. I love my dinos.
What is the current deck that you're building now? That you were building on, what was that, Thursday or Monday? You were opening packs, but weren't you building a deck, or
no,
were you adding
I
to your
wasn't.
Lunalites?
I was just trying to add like supplements to like Lunalites or decks I'm going to build in the future. Yeah, I was going for a lot of Duel Links, a lot of generic rank 4s.
I like the new rat that you got.
Oh, Armored
It
Rat.
was so fitting.
Yeah,
that
it was.
You got that.
It was.
Yeah.
Armored Rat. At least it wasn't a super rare though. That's why I didn't care. It's a common.
Yeah.
Giant Rat is a super rare.
You
So-
did get one of the super rares, right? The one monster you were looking for.
I did Diamond
Yeah.
Dire Wolf, yeah,
Yeah.
which I think I own actually. So I was happy about that. But Jack, make me proud with the dinos. And as for Drama Boy, I'm assuming that's Gakuto?
Yeah.
Can't be Rook because it gets another loss, he said. Rook doesn't have a loss.
I guess it. I
It's
guess
not-
it's Gakutu, right?
Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, he'll probably lose again. It's all good.
Yeah, he probably will. That's what it is.
Nick T will not tolerate Gakutu slander.
I won't
on this
tolerate the
podcast.
slander, but I've come to accept that that's just not his function. It's not a slander to say that he's going to lose.
Yeah.
It's slander to say that he sucks, and I would fight you on it.
Oh, I would never say that.
Right, but I would say him losing isn't isn't slander.
Yeah, I agree.
You just see it now. Top 10 disappointments video is Sevens. It's just number 1, Gakuto.
Gakuto.
I'd fight him. I'd fight him.
Right up there with Go Onizuka.
Go was such a disappointment that he makes the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 top 10
That would be a
disappointments.
twist.
No, Go wasn't even on my disappointments. I really didn't mind Go as much as most people did. I didn't. I thought his path was fine.
I think a bigger
Go,
disappointment was Playmaker, and that's why JC hates Reigns.
You gotta. He's not even here to defend himself,
I
man.
think Is he? Is he
We
not?
can only.
No.
Well, he
Look
might be in the
earlier.
chat, but I mean in person. We can only poke fun at JC for that when he's here.
Yeah, but he loves it.
We should set
He
something up
does
for
love
that
it.
next time.
He does love it.
They're like a
That's so
poster, and
funny.
we
I
put it
hope-
on
I
the
hope it
wall, and it's just JC hating brains, but we don't say anything. We don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Like,
That poor man came on the finale show of Into the Vrains, and he said that objectively speaking, he believed that Vrains was maybe the best written Yu-Gi-Oh show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yet
and
we
still
and
trash
yet
him
we-
on. Yeah, it's so bad.
just because he wasn't a fan of the protagonist, we just come after him for it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What? What's wrong?
A long time hero of the chat has returned.
Barrett.
No.
No.
Naoki
you'll
is
ne-
soul confirmed.
Haven't seen
What?
Naoki in a
Yeah.
while.
Oh my
Welcome
God,
back.
dude! Welcome back. Jesus, man, this is like a return of the Hall of Fame.
Return of the Mac right
Yeah,
now.
return of
Chris,
the Mac.
Chris Swan's gonna storm in.
That would have been crazy.
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
I guess are we done?
Well, you got one bit anonymously on Twitch.
You can ignore the bits.
Okay. And then
Just a little bit.
you got a $5 donation from Anonymous.
Anime lover.
No, just anonymous.
An
Through the
anonymous
link.
donor.
Yeah, through the link.
An anonymous
Is that even a
benefactor.
thing that can?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
donate anonymously.
This is how that book by Charles Dickens begins. Great Expectations, isn't it? The anonymous benefactor comes to a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Anonymous donated $5. Guest appearances on 7-Up. Entame subs. We would love to have Entame
Oh,
subs.
be
yeah,
awesome.
So cool. Where
absolutely.
does where's Entame from?
I don't know. I don't know her that well. She is in the Discord, but I don't know her that well. Listen, I have said this.
After after coronavirus stuff, if we could somehow get her to here,
Yeah,
I mean, we
or
could pick her
maybe-
brain of what happens week to week, of what's her techniques of
Techniques
how
to
she goes about it.
translate.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
First of all, I mean, she's bilingual, which is
is
amazing. Yeah, that would be like a real celebrity. That would be really
very
cool to get someone that's subbing.
it's
the
literally
episode.
the only reason the show is running.
Yeah.
She's literally
Yeah.
the only reason.
Yes.
She's a huge reason that we have accessibility to the show. I like to give a certain amount of money every month. I think it's important to give money. There's always 3 categories of money. I think saving, spending, and giving. And I think you have to be very controlled and disciplined in all 3. But I think it's important to give. I think it shows just generosity. And so I always set an amount that I want to give and donate to certain people every single month. And I feel like it's a portion of my income. I feel like it's a pretty decent portion, without ever jeopardizing.
Right.
But Watt 007 was someone that I chose in September, and Entame Subs was who I chose this month. So I gave her most of that funds on her Ko-Fi, and you can support her on Ko-Fi on her tip page. It's actually at the end of every Sevens episode because I'm super thankful. I know we're all super thankful for
Absolutely.
everything she does. So I just saw that she reached her goal of having enough money to be able to get the first Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's DVD that she'll be able to rip, and then in
wow.
1080 HD have the subs of the so
That'd be amazing.
that's really cool. So I'm happy she achieved that goal. She definitely deserved it. And yeah,
Oh.
you are great, Entame. I don't know who donated that actually because it wasn't Entame. It was some anonymous.
But
donator.
they were also saying, I think someone said that she's trilingual.
Because she's Chinese.
Oh wow, yeah, that's impressive.
Extremely.
So Japanese, Mandarin, and Mandarin's not an easy language.
No, it's not.
I mean,
She
you're
could have
talking
been
about 2 of the
born-
hardest languages in the world in Mandarin and Japanese, and then English.
English
if you're
isn't-
used
isn't
to
a
that, is
cakewalk.
Where the
not
syntax-
easy at all.
No, but the syntax is super weird.
3
for foreign.
completely different alphabets.
How do some people do? Honestly, how are some people able to do it?
It's,
Young age.
you really got to start
Sponge.
young. I mean, you have to. That's why if you always have a kid, always get them to learn at least one language. Puts them on a whole different track in life.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy. It's impressive. But listen, anyone who wants to be on 7's Up, just reach out to me. If you're in a state that's not really crazy right now, I'd be more than, if you feel comfortable with it, be more than happy to have you on. And I really do mean that. It's a pretty open platform. It's a pretty open invite.
Yeah.
I love getting people on. I love getting different perspectives from the community, and I think it's a good chance for people to see faces in the community. You know, you talk to people, you build friendships with people through the chat, through the Discord, if you're on my Discord, and being able to kind of see them and hear their thoughts. It's a whole different ballgame, and I think it's a lot of fun.
It's just nice having that personal connection.
Yeah.
Man. You know, when they come here and you get to hang out. I mean, Jump Fest, that was so great.
Yep.
To just meet people that you've talked to
And I want
for
that to be a yearly
year,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
I want Jump Fest to be a yearly thing.
Yeah.
Even on years where, like this year, where not a new Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be announced, I want to do an 8-hour stream where people are in and out, and we're talking about sevens, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh as a whole, we're talking about life, we're talking about the community, our journey, you know, and I want that to be a thing that everyone, whether you're able to come or whether you just want to watch and tune in, or whether you do want to come, is able to kind of look forward to at the end of the year, kind of to recap the anime perspective of the year.
It'd be
And
great.
I think that's something that the community, that I definitely can look forward to every year. Yeah. So it would be cool. Anonymous, whoever it was, thank you for the donation.
Yeah. And a good point that Nicholas Horton just brought up is that like UK is basically back in lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
pretty much all
there's
are.
probably a very small window of time until we're probably back in lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm always very nervous that like one day you're gonna turn it on and we're remote again, and like,
Dude, I swear.
and we're doing that again. And it's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's gonna really. suck.
I'm not going to lie. It's a possibility. If we were living in Wisconsin, that's probably what we would be doing.
Oh yeah,
Wisconsin
the Midwest is bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
To anyone that's out there, please stay
Germany
safe.
also just closed down a lot as well. So
Yeah.
if you're in Germany,
And it's scary because last time with this trend with COVID, Europe was ahead of the United States, meaning that whatever was happening in Europe happened in the United States in the following months.
I know.
So I'm very nervous that
Yeah.
that's going to happen in like November,
We
December.
could just all lock down together, right?
Can you imagine? I think
I
we
mean,
would, I think we would lose
let's
our
rent a
mind.
the
house.
three of us are working remotely, so
Yeah.
we
Right.
pose little risk.
No, we
but-
wouldn't be able to come over.
Yeah, that's the thing. You guys are in the limelight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would, if I came here, I would just be between your house and my
Yeah,
house.
you wouldn't let us
and
come
that's what
over.
I did
could
during
set up-
quarantine.
Right.
Plexiglass barriers.
I would.
I would
not
just
prefer that.
definitely not come.
Yeah.
That's
They
probably
could,
what I would do.
they
Not
could-
preferential.
They could quarantine for like 14 days and then come over.
Nikki, we could do our own stream together.
That'd be sick, dude.
That could. I mean, if it
It'd
really
be
gets
more
that
popular.
bad, that could put the December plans in jeopardy.
It absolutely would.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. didn't
The
think
only
about
the
that.
only downside, I mean, the only thing is we could still do a stream. It just would be.
It would be really honestly, it would really have to be the three of you. It would be really difficult to do that remotely.
Oh, we can't do it remotely.
No, I
Like
meant-
you could do like a Discord thing, no video, no nothing. You're in the same games.
No, that's what I meant. I meant like we
Yeah.
could still all hang
I
out
would do
during
a Discord,
it.
though.
But
Yeah.
It would be harder to do that because
I would be
Yeah,
able
it'd be
to
really
still
hard.
probably come. I would just have to.
Well, let's not talk negative hypotheticals until it happens.
okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's just no point to dwell on
we
it.
don't need the negative energy.
Yeah.
Man.
Positive-
Anyway,
positive vibes.
yeah, if you're interested in coming on, let me know. It's been a weird year because of COVID, which sucks because, like, Sevens is ongoing and it will be ongoing. And you might blink and say, oh, COVID's gone. Oh, but Sevens is ending.
Yeah.
And we might end up going most of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like with Into the Vrains in the 30 episodes that we did, we probably had like 10 different guests on. We
Yeah,
were having
we had a
different guests
lot.
like
It
every
It's a
week.
different world.
But
If
it's
you
just
would have
not
like
the
a
case.
schedule, you'd be like, all right, so in the next 6 weeks, these
Yeah,
are who's
remember
coming,
that?
and
Like,
you'd be-
Jaco's Online's coming this week. Rarity's coming
Yeah,
this
Daniel
week.
J.
Yeah.
Edwards.
Daniel J. Edwards, the voice of, Go and Revolver, and the dub
Dude.
came on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Barrett's kind of, he's a mainstead, which we're fortunate for. Barrett's.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Love Barrett.
Not
So I
fair.
guess that's probably going to wrap things up.
Not
You
yet.
did get one more donation from Naoki, is still confirmed. Donated
I
$5.
still believe that.
What was the message?
Nothing.
Really? Come on, man. You gotta,
I
you
think
gotta
he
He,
said something
he
after, like,
typed
for
after and
good.
was like, yeah, just for the culture.
Yeah, for the culture.
That's not a culture thing, man.
It's a
These are
culture.
always
It's a
free. You
culture.
do not need to donate. But your donations do help with the camera, with the equipment,
These
with
stands.
yep, with everything.
Which have been a success, if I might say so.
Now I want an honest opinion from you guys.
I would hope it sounds better, right?
Has the audio sounded better or worse
Or
than
exactly the same.
or not? Yeah, not a noticeable
definitely
difference.
should be a
it
noticeable
should be
difference.
much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let
I
me
do
know.
know that we're on a pretty solid delay here by maybe
it is
about
pretty
like
significant.
15, 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that happened Monday night as well. YouTube seems to be resorting back to their old latency
Yeah.
ways.
Which kind of
So-
stinks.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Naoki said it's definitely a culture thing.
Yeah,
But
we'll
also,
see.
Alex, remember Daniel J. Edwards did challenge you to that duel that just never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think Daniel just got very busy
He did.
Yeah. And
He
if
would
you're
also
engaged,
he would
too,
mess you up too.
He would mess you up.
Dylan's always loud.
Yeah, that's just him.
Dylan just projects very well. We the good thing about this is we can refine it. It's all on a live board here, so I could just like adjust the levels as we go.
Yeah.
A resounding. It
Yeah.
sounds good. It's better. Sounds good.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
Jason.
Get
I don't. Dylan's loud, but I don't think it's the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would be correct.
Those
Yes,
those
it's
late
fine.
night.
I could also,
radio
instead of
hosts.
talking right here, I could talk like a little far away
Yeah,
from it.
I think that
Right,
would be
yeah.
good for you.
No, I'm curious. Like, and I appreciate everyone saying it sounds good, but I think the question is it an improvement upon
Right.
yeah,
the,
what it
um,
was
the Yeti.
before.
Yeah,
Because this is more difficult to set up.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
not by much.
Not by much, but it is.
Yeah.
But
so
it
is it
should sound
noticeably
better.
better
Mm-hmm.
than and that might be an
And it doesn't
unfair
necessarily
question.
be noticeable. Like if you just feel it sounds better. Like I think
That
that's
might be
really
an
just-
unfair question.
Well, is it unfair?
I don't think it's unfair. I think what Nick T's trying to say is, does it sound like? It's not like, is it a super noticeable difference? Like, wow, this
Right.
is way better, but it just kind of has more clarity, and it's not
Yeah.
picking up a lot of random noises or anything of that nature. Volume is kind
Yeah.
of consistent around the board.
It's an improvement. There we
Jason
go.
said it's an improvement.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah, I think that answers the question. We got a few improvements. That's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Which
Well,
to be expected.
and again, the better video quality, the better audio quality, the better quality in general is because of you guys watching, hanging out, donating. I cannot understate how much it means to me, how much it helps me. You guys are all amazing. We are all going to promote our stuff here that we do.
Oh, interesting. Oh, before as in tonight? Interesting. Or
If you want to follow me on Twitch, I stream over there. We're close to 1,000 followers. When we hit 1,000 followers, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream. So definitely follow me over there if you have not already. It means a lot. And, yeah, I'm live on YouTube every Monday. Wednesday is Sevens Up. Friday is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens pre-show. And Monday and Thursday, we just kind of mess around live on Twitch Monday and Thursday after the YouTube streams. And got to get a little better with uploading videos. I promise more videos are coming. But thank you guys all so much for watching.
Beep, boop.
We will go around the beautiful table so these lovely gentlemen and lady can promote their stuff.
Good save. Good save.
Good save. Follow me on Twitter, Kate Barney. That's all I have.
I will. Oh wait, no, I already do. Francis put exclamation point Cal's Twitch and nothing came up. I was just wondering if you were still working on that.
Did I say I was going to set that
Yeah, I
up?
think
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, I stream on Twitch. It's Cal Breezy. I'm pretty sure the link is
Everything's in the
bottom,
description.
in the
Everything.
description.
Yeah, that's
even though the
a fact.
description says that we're doing episode 20, it's fine.
Yeah.
My Twitch and
doing
my
the-
Twitter are down there. It's
Says
at Cal
mom
Breezy
versus
for
son.
both of them.
Yikes.
I stream usually Monday, Tuesdays, sometimes Sunday night, and sometimes I throw in a Thursday if I can. I think I streamed on Friday last week, so at least 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah, very nice.
Thanks.
I'm about to be a little excessive right now, but so I apologize in advance.
Here we go.
Go follow me on all my personal platforms on Twitter, Instagram at Nick Timoneri. Mom Fights social media for my hardcore metal band is Mom Fight NJ on both Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Facebook. I just created an Instagram for my solo project, which is Nameling NJ. So go follow that on Instagram if you have an Instagram. And finally,
There's nothing in there.
Oh, two more things, actually. One, I stream on Twitch now, Nick Fights Moms, twitch.tv/Nick Fights Moms. I stream on typically Sundays and Mondays. I'm finishing Castlevania this Sunday, sort of to ring out the spooky season. And very lastly, I got the art back for my solo EP, and it's official. The release date for my first single, Magic 8 Ball, is December 4th. I actually am about to post a pre-save link in the chat here. If you have Spotify, whether it's a free subscription or a paid subscription, you can go pre-save the song right now.
Pre-save
For December 4th.
Here's a little preview. You spent $29 on a Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, it's 25, but thank you.
Can't wait. I round up.
That was good, dude.
That was good.
It was all
the
Nick
link
T.
work?
It was all Nick T.
Hopefully that link will work. Let's see.
So yeah, for those songs,
does.
Hey.
Nick T plays guitar. I'm vocal. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
that'd
Nick
be
T's
great.
everything. Nick T's
Jesus.
everything. What else are you promoting?
That's
Anything
it.
else?
That's it. That's the end of it.
All right. Follow Nick T on all that stuff.
That's
Pete?
all.
I have a channel called Clueless Gamers. I do right now a weekly football podcast with my friend Brian. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out over there and follow me on Twitter at PeteVaccaro21.
Go Jets. So definitely follow Pete. I got my start on Clueless Gamers. If it was not for this guy, I would probably not be doing this. So big thank you to him
true.
for everything. So definitely follow him over there. Everything is linked down below. Also, we have a pumpkin carving stream this Friday night, probably starting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time.
So probably 11.
We'll get the pumpkins.
11:30.
We'll get the knives. We'll get the jack-o'-lanterns. I am excited, and I hope to see you guys then. But thank you guys so much
Wait,
for what?
we have one more dono.
Oh,
One more
thank you.
dono.
Nicholas Horton donated £2
Thank you, Nicholas.
and said, "Will you review the Sevens manga?"
For Nicholas, it's like 4 in the morning. So, dude,
It's
thank you,
absurd.
and get some rest, man. Yes, I plan on reviewing at least the first chapter of the Sevens manga. Going to read that very soon. Probably will have that out early November if
When
I
does
had
it
to
hit?
guess. It's already out.
Oh, it's already out.
Yeah, it's already
Oh,
out.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so Rook is the main protagonist. It's the first time that the
So this
protagonist in the manga is different than the anime.
That's
Interesting.
Kind
Very
of feels
interesting.
like Pokemon in that aspect.
Yeah, definitely different.
Yeah.
So, pumpkin stream on Friday night. And Nicholas Horton, thank you for the donation.
Pumpkin.
Thank
Thank
all of
you.
you guys for an amazing Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, episode 21, Ramen Phone Home, where
Beep boop.
Menzabura took on Sirocco, defeated Sirocco. Sirocco went back to the planet of Mammon in the Ra Nebula. I hope I got all those facts right. Someone fact check me.
Beep
Pete, Nick T, Cal, Kate, thank you guys all so much for coming on Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. You guys are amazing. To everyone who watched and made us a part of your Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, wherever you are in this big, beautiful world, thank you so much. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this. And to everyone who donated, thank you guys as well. You guys breathe life into the channel, and I could not be more gracious for your incredible support. I will see you guys probably tomorrow night. If I don't see you tomorrow night, maybe I'll see you on the pre-show and the watch-along for 7's episode 22. If I don't see you there, maybe I'll see you at the pumpkin carving stream on Friday night. But if I don't see you at any of those, have a great rest of your week and have an amazing weekend. Thank you all so much for watching,
Organized- okay.
and I hope you have an amazing day.
See you
Take
guys.
care, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good night.
No
Beep
gingerbread
boop.
for you. 10.